I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Amazon Great Indian Festival Championship in association with Logitech, Intel, and LG Ultragear. This is going to be your boy Aggressive, joined by none other than the man, the myth, the legend, without an Asura, Kirito himself. This is the upper bracket quarterfinals, match 1 of Team Valor going up against Team Exo. So let's head on over to the fixtures to see exactly what these teams are going to be looking like, because in a way, Kirito, I'm really excited for this one because this is an age-old conflict. Like, the oldest time pretty much. Team Valor versus EXO, it happens all the time. We know what to expect, but at the same time, we don't know what to expect because this is a match that is shrouded in mystery. Both of these teams, they're top caliber squads. They're tier ones in their own right. And hey, now, once again, they're going to be going up against each other to prove who deserves to move on forward in the Amazon Great Indian Festival Championship.
And what other way to take each other on than in the main event of the upper bracket the upper bracket quarterfinals? And we're going to be going through the best of three series. It's going to be three maps, three really different maps. I got to say, they have their own different metas, they have their own different play styles. But it's going to be Icebox to start things off, then Ascent, and then on Haven. So both of these teams are definitely going to have to diversify their strats, diversify the way they play, because I honestly, you can't get more different than this. These three maps, it's gonna be a nerve-wracking day if we go all the way.
Yeah, in a way, it's going to be going all the day, but do you know what's not going to be here all the time? It's going to be the
Oh
Amazon
yes.
Great Indian Festival sale, ladies and gentlemen. Like, come on. This is a limited time thing, happens once a year. And even when it does happen every single year, the deals are not going to be this insane every single time. Sometimes the deals are going to be insane. Sometimes the deals are not going to be insane. And this time around, the deals are way too good to be true. I even got myself a new microphone, man. Do you see how crispy I sound? And I couldn't do this if it wasn't for the Amazon Great Indian Festival sale. Go there right
Absolutely.
now, check it out, get every single product that you ever wanted. If you want it on a sale, this is the time and this is when you need to do it. Otherwise, Kirito, you're going to be missing out on a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, there is no better time. The discounts there are absolutely insane. There are 60 to 70% discount on certain products. You definitely do not want to miss out, as my boy Aggressive said. If there's a product you've always wanted for your setup, if there's a gift you always wanted to give to your gaming friend, definitely this is the best opportunity because the prices are the lowest they can ever be. So with that in mind, we're going to be going back into the matchup. So before we go in, Aggressive, we all talked about this age-old rivalry, but before that, again, let's take a look at the map vetoes. And it's going to be obviously the best of three series that we talked about. The first map being Icebox is picked by Team Valor, and the second one on Ascent, it is picked by the side of EXO. So I gotta say, it's gonna be really gonna come down to which side has each map better honed, because obviously the agents are really, really different in either case. Icebox, it's a very much dependent on the controller. Sentinels are definitely going to be the ones basically controlling the pace of the whole map. Ascent, it's a sort of a mix between aim duels and also proper utility. And Haven, it's just gonna be a fiesta of running around. Who can get to the site first? Who can properly set up for the post plan? So overall, it's gonna be a hectic day. But again, talking about the rivalry, fill me in a little bit more, and the viewers as well. What is this whole mythic stuff that you're talking about?
In a way, both of these squads, they're very old in their own right because the players that are playing here, they have an age-old rivalry in the sense that these are two squads that have very similar playstyles in the way that they take executions for a lot of their different sidelines. But the thing is, both of them have similar playstyles, but one is much more refined than the other. And initially, it was Team EXO being the much more refined roster where they were just able to take their opposition in a matter of seconds. They had nothing to really worry about because their raw aggression with their mechanical skill always gave them the edge over Team Valor. But now with the newest iterations of Team Valor, especially with a lot of the changes that they had previously, Team Valor, they rose up to the challenge and they were able to take down Team EXO in multiple different occasions, solidifying themselves on that position. Then Team EXO, they fought back and they were able to dethrone Team Valor, and constantly this was just a back and forth going out all the time. But now things are a little bit more different. With Team Valor switching up their roster, the introduction of JN, it's a little bit questionable to say the very least of how Team Valor are going to be pushing a lot of these fights forward. In a way, yeah, JN, incredible player. We don't have much to worry about him when it comes down to him fragging, but it felt like the team play, coordination, synergy, and the chemistry between the players, it's in a pretty tight spot, especially when you consider Pasha Sahil being an incredible jet player, but now being forced to play on something like an Astra. He's been struggling, to say the very least, and to go up against Team EXO now, it's been a couple of days, it's been a week or so where they had a little bit of time to take a breather, take a little bit of a break, go in for a lot more scrims, understand what they really need to do. And here's where Pasha needs to showcase his skill as an Astra player, as a Viper, as any controller that he's gonna play. Because in a way, to try and beat out Team EXO, you need to be an incredible controller player because the way that they go in for fast rushes, no one can stop them unless you are an Astra.
Definitely, agent selections are going to be key in these sorts of best of three series, and hopefully both teams have honed it down to the perfection that they hopefully can achieve. We all know Team Valor, they definitely have that mechanical skill with them, and I just love how sometimes they just ignore all strats and just go in for a rush. There we can see the aim there at their best. And I definitely am looking forward to see that kind of gameplay from both sides. But yeah, I wouldn't mind some more strategic and smart gameplay, some mind games that we all talk about and love. So hopefully both teams are going to deliver today. But with that, I mean, any final predictions on the matchup? Who do you think is going to take the first map or the whole series?
First initial map, when we talk about the map of ice, statistically, I would say that it is Team EXO who should be able to take that one away. They are the ones who have showcased a lot more potential on this map in particular as well. Team Valor, they have a lot of iffy moments, I would say, on the map of Icebox. They don't really know what to expect in a lot of the times. And when it comes down to just adapting as a squad, they have showcased a lot of problems on this particular map. But in a way, I personally believe they can do it. It's possible for them to win, but I still am the questioning what this new roster is actually capable of. In a lot of the different ways, they are able to do a lot of damage. They are able to switch up their strategies. They have a pretty extensive strat book, but it feels like they don't know how to tap into the fullest potential of that strat book yet. On paper, yes, Team Valor, they should be able to win this. That's why they did pick it up, because this is a map where they have showed a lot of promise, but it's just promise. It's not actual proper execution. Like, when you have a really good talent, but you're squandering away by not really honing in on it and then practicing your trade a lot. That's kind of the problem here. Team Valor, they're really good in Icebox, but at Team Exo, there's just something different. They're just way better on this map. So Valor picking it up right off the get-go, they have a solid plan, possibly, because otherwise, I know for a fact that there's no way that Team Exo, they should not be able to take this one away.
Definitely. It's gonna be interesting coming out to what they pick in the end. But yeah, obviously, we have some star players here. We have Excali, obviously, an insane duelist. We have Wimp as well, Bullet, Pasha Sahel. Who do you think what agents they're gonna be going for? Because obviously we might see some duelists come out from Excali or possibly the Jet. But what about the others? What do you think will be the best agent for them in each of these maps?
When you consider the map of Icebox, normally what are the strategies that we always think about? It's either the double duelist composition, or it's primarily the double sentinel composition. Now, a couple of people have been, testing out a double initiator and a double controller setup, but the double controller setup not really getting a lot of value. And whenever you're playing double initiator, you really need to be a team that relies purely on team play and coordination and utility usage over their raw mechanical skill. And both of these teams are not really that. Team Valor leaning a little bit more towards the side of utility, slowly but surely, because of the new roster. But previously, they were also a team that relied on their mechanical capabilities. Team X, on the other hand, they're a team that purely rely on mechanical capabilities and use utility as secondary. And that's good, because look at a team like Sentinels. They are a squad that are well known for their mechanical skill as well as the utility, but they're a little bit more lenient towards their mechanical skill aspect. They like to go into positions, they like to build up strategies that allow them to completely utilize their utility to enhance their mechanical capabilities. And in that sense, Team EXO is pretty much the same. So I'm expecting Team EXO to go in for a double duelist composition, maybe a Raze, maybe a Reina, something along those lines. Or if they want to take it a little bit spicy, possibly they've switched up their composition as well, because I still remember that Ghost was playing on that Sky last time around we saw them on Icebox. So we could be seeing a change in strategy there as well. A double initiator composition could be on the cards, which is pretty much the primary meta of this game now. Like, everyone's running this, man. Like, in a way it's good, but at the same time, like, you get bored watching the same composition over and over again. Whenever it's double duelist, so it's gonna be excitement all the time.
Yeah, double duelists are definitely gonna have a lot more excitement, a lot more hype, and the aim duels in the matches are gonna be much more intense because obviously the Jets, the Reynas are gonna reign supreme on Icebox. Even I mean, it's an unpopular opinion, but I feel like
Yep.
Raze is not that bad either, especially adding to the
Yeah,
verticality
that's
in
true.
Icebox. I feel like Raze would be a viable option, but yeah, I mean, Arena isn't that bad of an option either. Obviously, Jet, you need to have that operator main in your team, especially on defense as well. And meanwhile, on the map of Ascent, you can sort of mix things up. I feel like overall you go back to that double duelist meta On the map of Ascent, you can't really change it up. One initiator, one sentinel, one controller should be enough. So what does that leave you with? Maybe a double duelist. But on Haven though, we can definitely expect to see a lot more, different kinds of plays. We can see the double duelist, we can see the double sentinel, we can even see double initiators. I mean, there is no fixed meta for that map as far as I have noticed from various kinds of tournaments and various kinds of matches that I've seen. What do you think Haven is going to be bringing to us if we go to that map? Which one should be the most viable?
Haven as a map, I'm very lenient on a double initiator based composition, primarily because it allows you to go in for a lot more fakes. It allows you to be a lot more tactically diverse in the way that you want to approach a side. The thing with the double duelist setup is that it's very one-dimensional. You want to go in for fast rushes, you're going to be playing it slow, you're going to be lurking, you're going to try and play for picks. But with a double initiator based composition, you have a lot more versatility in the way you want to enter a site, the way you want to fake, because the Sova has multiple different lineups that you can use to completely sell out a fake. Yeah, shock dart lineups as well. You can play with a Killjoy, you can play with an Astra. It's just a staple composition in my eyes, the way you want to play Haven. And I completely agree. A lot of the other teams, they can disagree with me. They can pick up a Phoenix, they can go in for double duelists, they can even go in for double controllers, and it will work. Yeah. That Haven is a map where pretty much a lot of different compositions can work, but the staple meta in my eyes will be that double initiator based composition for both of these teams. Because as far as I'm pretty sure you don't know, but Team EXO and Team Valor, they're a very, very meta heavy team. Team EXO a little bit more meta, but Team Valor, they're going to be following the meta as well, switching it up from time to time depending on what they really want to play. But the thing is, in my eyes, Team Valor as a squad, they kind of fall into the category of having too many duelist players. Buster plays a duelist, Pasha plays a duelist, Jan is a jet main through and through. You don't want to give him anything other than a jet. And then there's Bullet as well, who also has a pretty rough time. Hunter being the only old dog that we know to just play the Sova all the time. So in that sense, it's going to be Hunter playing the Sova. Sometimes it's going to be Bullet. They need to try and figure out those roles. And having such a role discrepancy in my eyes could have caused them problems. And I know, ladies and gentlemen, there has been a little bit of a delay. I know you're getting antsy in the chat pretty much for the match to start, but one of the players have still not been able to connect yet. We're trying to fix out all the problems and seeing what we can. So, and in that sense, it's gonna be our country has a lot of different internet issues, so there's nothing that we can really do about that. You're gonna be stuck with us for a little while longer as we walk you right through the matchup and see exactly what all of the different teams are going to be doing. But hey, as we're waiting out here, do you know what else you can do as you're listening to us talk with our beautiful voices? My beautiful voice, I mean, not Kirito's.
Oh, come on,
Check
man.
out the Amazon
You know they
Great
love me more
Indian
than you.
Festival sale, which is down in the links in the description. You can check out the sale. You can get an incredible discount. You can hear us talk. You can just browse away. And hey, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a worth every single moment of your time because Amazon has created all of these incredible jazzes that you see in front of your screen. And if you want this to come back, and if you want to get yourself an amazing product as well, in the meantime, while you're supporting Amazon, hey, check out the Great Indian Festival sale. Get what you want as well.
Yeah, they got products from Logitech, Intel, LG Ultragear, all the brands that you know have the best products out there. Just go out there and buy the best thing you want. You can get that Intel CPU, you can get the Logitech mouses, headsets, whatever you need. It's there and it's at the best price all year you could find. So definitely this is the best time to go to the Amazon Great Indian Fest and buy whatever you always wanted for your setup, whatever you always wanted to gift a friend. I mean, come on, aggressive. I keep telling you, 144 hertz. Come on, it's not that much. Amazon has
Not
got
that
us
much.
covered. Amazon has got us covered, man. If I'm being honest, Amazon has got us covered. So even if aggressive betrays me, don't betray your friend. Don't betray yourself when it comes to Valorant, because
Okay.
you need that aim. And what other better way to get that aim than get some good gears? And what better option than go to the Amazon Great Indian Festival? So speaking of that, we're gonna be again. It's the match is getting delayed, but obviously we have had a long talk about the agent selections and the strategies and everything. But I mean, what else is there in in this bit of a rivalry of a match that we should actually be worried about? I guess because obviously I'm not that really experienced between the Team Valor and EXO rivalry, but which players do you think have sort of eyeing on each other that you think are going to be looking out to get some frags on each other today? You know, those personal rivalries like, okay, I'm looking at that jet on the opposition team, and I wanna maybe land a couple of shots on him. Salt on the wounds, stuff like that.
You know what I'm gonna be adding on first before I talk a little bit more about the
Oh,
players? I
really?
just got a confirmation message, man. Something that's absolutely incredible that pretty sure that even you're gonna be crazy about. I just got
Oh no.
confirmation that you can get an extra 5% discount on selected products by putting in the code Amazon Gaming on checkout.
Okay, I'll be
Dude,
back.
an extra 5% right after you go in for a product. I didn't even know this. I just noticed it, man, and I got myself a new
That is
microphone. If I
insane.
knew about this, then I would have gotten a chance to save even more money. You maybe like 5%. That's not really too much, but imagine if you're buying a product that's worth like 14,000, 15,000. That adds up, man. That's a lot of money
Definitely.
that you're saving. And hey, you don't want to miss out on any of that. Make sure Amazon Gaming, put it on checkout. And hey, if you're just confused about how to do it, all the links and all of the information is down below in the descriptions. But going back to the point that you were making previously, talking about the teams and talking about the players that are going to be eyeing one another, it has to be JN and also Excali. JN being the new kid around the block for the side of Team Valor. He's not really a new kid when you consider his um, tournament experience. He has a lot of tournaments under his belt. He's an incredible player. But the thing is that JN, he still is trying to mesh well together with the squad, and he has a lot of consistency problems. Excali, on the other hand, he has proven himself to be very consistent throughout every single thing that he plays. He can get the top frag, he can be a second frag, and he can hold down his positions as beautifully as he possibly can. But right at the end of the day, we need to consider that, hey, JN, can he actually go up against Excali? Is the real question. And in another sense, I don't know what to say about Ghost. Ghost, he has kind of lost his identity, I would say. Initially, he was that star Jet player that always played Jet. He's an incredible fragger, and he's not going to miss a single beat when you allow him to play on that Jet. But now that he's playing on a Sky, yeah, he's performing really well. Ghost is top fragging, but in a way, it feels like his potential has been hindered massively in that sense. Like him not being on that Jet, it feels like he's being caged. He's like a caged animal that cannot let loose and tear down his opposition. Him on that Jet, he can solo carry an entire squad, getting like 35 kills consistently throughout every single match. But now that he's on the Sky, he's a lot more tame. Yeah, he's getting 20 kills, he's getting 25, but it's not as impactful as before. So in a way, I'm really looking to see if Ghosts can perform to that caliber now in comparison to before, because him not being on that Jet has hit him quite hard. But in a sense, if Ghost is able to perform that well and also set up Excali in the process, then I personally do believe that Team Exo, they should be the ones to take it all away. Because Team Valor in the current state, I don't know. Statistically, I would say that that's not going to be as possible.
Well, obviously, I mean, agent selections and chemistry and getting used to the agent you play on each map is really important. But with what I'm hearing, all these changes in the agent selection, that definitely affects the team. And I mean, personally, if you go on a match right now, if you're used to playing a duelist, if you're used to playing the Jet or the Phoenix, if you go and try and play much of a passive agent, obviously, like Killjoys, Ciphers, you can play aggressively with those agents, but they are more meant to be that slow-paced agent to provide information instead of going for those gunfights, to provide your teammates with the opportunity to go into the site, to go in for the frags and not going in yourself. That is the role of these agents. And when you switch that up, that definitely affects the player and affects the way you play. And you might not be performing as well as you might have hoped for. So that is a thing that hopefully the players will be considering. As, I mean, at this stage of the Amazon Great Indian Fest tournament, I mean, we're at the upper bracket quarterfinals. You don't want to mess all this up. You don't want to go into the lower brackets early to fight your way to all these teams and again have a chance to go back up in the upper bracket. So that is something hopefully both the teams are going to be keeping in mind. Is at this point it's almost do or die. It's nearly do or die. If you can die twice, but yeah, it's nearly do or die. So hopefully we're gonna have an insane match again. It is taking a little bit more time as than expected. The players are still having some issues, but I mean, meantime, aggressive. You do have a new mic, so what are the sort of stuff that you're gonna do with the new mic? I just want to ask. It might be seem really it might seem really weird, but yeah, just say anything you want about it.
I'm gonna have my new mic. I'm gonna use it to entertain you guys back at home as much as I possibly can. This is why I invested in the microphone. This is why I went into the Amazon Great Indian Festival sale and bought myself one. I got it at an incredible discount, which was what? 40% off, man. 40% off on this microphone, and I got an
That's
incredible deal.
insane.
But hey, we're going to be talking a little bit more about that later. It's going to take a little while longer, and I'm really sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Internet problems are going to be happening consistently, but we're going to be heading on down into a short break. We're going to be fixing everything up, seeing what's really happening on the side of Team Valor, and we're going to be back with the review shortly after a short word from our sponsors. And hey, we are back, just as I stated. We're going to be heading on down over a short break, and we are back once again with the Amazon Great Indian Festival Championship in association with Logitech, Intel, and LG Ultragear. It's going to be your boy Aggressive with Kirito coming on down to it. You already said Kuwait. I'm so used to saying Kuwait so often,
Oh,
but
dude.
it's completely fine. Don't worry, you're my main man still. Don't really worry about it. It's my boy Kirito. It's my boy Kirito, but once again, I do believe that the technical difficulties are going to be a bit of an issue, but it's completely fine. Nothing to really worry about because internet problems happen from time to time. You're going to be stuck with us, but from what I can hear on my headphones, hey, we're going to be heading on down over to the agent selection screen. Hopefully, no problems. Hopefully, everything's going to get picked up, but I don't think that's going to be the case because today's just full of issues, internet problems all the time. So let's just see what we can expect. Moving on back to the map in particular, Blackhawk has picked up a Euro, and it's
Okay.
getting interesting. It's getting interesting to say the very least, but we're going to be restarting it once again. The game's going to be going back to the original screen, and this is going to be a bit of a problem. You're going to be stuck with us for quite a while here, ladies and gentlemen. Not much that we can do here because if the player has a technical difficulty from the side of the production squad, like, yeah, we're just stuck. We can't really do much, but it's fine because we can all have issues from time to time. So, moving on back, and we can continue the conversation just a little bit more about not only the Amazon Great Indian Festival, which you can check out down in the description below by clicking on the link. Don't really forget about that, ladies and gentlemen. The main thing that I really do want to talk about on the map of Icebox is the fact that Team Valor, they have recently made the switch ups. They've recently changed their composition, but in the long run, I don't really know how they're going to be pushing themselves forward to bring something a little bit better. Because in a way, their composition is so one-dimensional, and the way they play a lot of their strategies are one-dimensional as well. So Team Exo being a team that just completely rushes down every single sideline, having such a one-dimensional playstyle could be a problem because against Team Exo and their raw aggressive playstyles, both on the attack and on the defense, mind you, you need to be very different. You need to be very systematic. And Team Valor just don't fit that bill. Not right
Yeah.
now, anyways.
I mean, EXO, obviously their aggression is one of the key factors to how they play so well. And obviously, even in the defensive rounds, I mean, especially in Icebox, you can play really unpredictably. You can just, do on a full attack rush, if I'm being honest, especially on the B side. Not even the B side, on the A side more actually. You can actually rush in with a jet. You can even lurk up if your controller puts up some early cover for you and catch players from the attacking side off guard. We've seen some plays like that in the previous matches. So I feel like the side of Team Valor will definitely be taking advantage of that, considering the side of Team EXO are going to be taking advantage of that, taking advantage of the aim advantage they have in a lot of certain cases to take the fight to the side of Valor and put them at an early disadvantage. If they can get out, if Excali can actually push up, maybe with a gun or an operator, whatever, and get one frag and dash out there in time with cover from his teammates, that's going to mean the whole world to them, because obviously that early advantage, taking out that early agent is going to be huge. And considering how the agent selections are going to come in on a map of Icebox, every pick is crucial. Even if it's a Sova, even if it's a Killjoy, whatever agent you pick, if that is taken down early in the round, that's going to create a sort of void in your plans, in your strategies, and that might result to you losing the round. So I feel like aggression definitely is going to be really helpful for the side of Team EXO. But same for the side of VL. If they are able to maybe get some early picks, if they are able to sort of go around in mid and stuff like that, they might create an opening on both either attack or defense. But there is an opening for you guys. We are just loading into the map, so you have some time before we actually go into all the action. So take this time to go back to the Amazon Great Indian Festival. The links are on the description. All you have to do is scroll down, click on the link, and search whatever product you want. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a absolutely insane discount there, so make sure you do that before the game starts. But yeah, we're going to be moving on to the match regardless. We see the agent selections are there. Both sides have gone to some pretty default selections. Obviously, we're going to have a double Sentinels coming in for the side of EXO. What are your thoughts about that, Aji?
This is what you call a long and winding journey. Not gonna lie, I hope this match goes as beautifully as long as we have waited, pretty much, because in the sense that after waiting for so long, you have to put in a really good show. You need to showcase to us exactly what you're capable of, and Excali, him being on that sheriff, he wants to do a little bit of damage with it. Does get that first initial tag, but at the same time, hey, JN, he has nothing to worry about. Gets himself back up to the full heal bullet, switching around, trying to spot out what he can find, but there's absolutely nothing. The A side, he's seeing a little bit of action, but it's going to be an instant rotation. They're not even going to be staying there for too long, and Strokey, he's going to be the one on that lurk, possibly getting a kill for himself, but no, Strokey! Positions are just not going to be that strong. Blackhawk instead is going to be the one who takes him out here, though. That's going to be the first initial kill, and Blackhawk, he's getting a lot of info here as well. Oh, JN. Beautiful.
He gets taken down. Yeah, they're going to be moving into the B side quite easily. Rotation is here, though. Excali with a sheriff to first respond. He has Wimp for cover, but the swarm nades are going to be buying them some time, and we are going to see the side of VL falling back again. Not having much luck being able to push into either side. We still have Pasha Sahil holding on to mid. He doesn't want to push too aggressively because Wimp, he's still got an alarm bot there, and he's going to be checking that angle out as well, predicting if there's rotation. But yeah, they're trying to cut off every noise and try and fake a rotation. But EXO, they're going to be taking the fight to them. They're going to be clearing all the angles. Instead, we're going to see VL getting double frags, Buster and JN. Excali, though, with a sheriff, gets one, gets two. Not the third, though. 1 versus 2 scenario. It's all on to Wimp. He's playing around yellow. He might catch Bullet off guard here. He does, and drops the bomb as well. It's all on to Pasha. On mid, spots him out, but oh,
good
the
shot.
ghost shot comes in. And there we go. After quite a windy round, if I'm being honest, it's going to be Exo with the first round, winning out the pistol. They're going to be able to go for the buys.
Ooh, that was a little bit too close for comfort, man. But at the same time, I have no idea what was happening throughout that entire round. I have never, ever seen a Icebox round, for the pistol round in particular, last for this long. It was on the last, what, 12 seconds, and Team Valor, yeah, they did a pretty good call, waiting for a lot of the aggressive plays to come through from Team EXO, knowing their tendencies, but that was so unorthodox and so smart as well in the long run. I liked it. Gonna be the ones to go in for that execution. They're gonna be the ones to try and survive.
Oh.
Scally tried to go for a headshot. He missed out on the bullet. It's gonna hurt him just a little bit, but not too much though, because they get the information at the bare minimum. But Ghost, ooh, he gets caught out by that spam from Bullet. Gets taken out a notch. And Bullet's not even gonna be able to pick up that gun, but still 1 kill. That's good eco damage. They still have a 5 versus 4 situation to work with. And maybe, just maybe, 1 more kill. And they're gonna be able to turn things around.
It's going to be interesting regardless. If they're able to pick up one of those Spectres, that will be really helpful for them. But keep in mind, we still have a couple more Spectres inside of Team X. So, Strokey's going to move up quite aggressively, but he's going to lose his life in that process. Sidedream's coming in with the trade forward scenario, but VL, they're going to be pushing in towards his B side. Buster with the Ghost, he's going to be crossing all the way towards side. Blackhawk, he's in Snowman. But no gunfights yet, no frags just yet. Buster, he's gonna play Ring Around the Rosie. Gets one onto him, but Excali with a shorty. Gets traded by JN. Left, right, and center. Sidedreams with one more trade. Just going back and forth down to the Sova and Viper, but Blackhawk breaking the cycle. It's a 1 versus 2. Bullet, he just has to go for the fight. There's no other option for him there, and he's gonna be taken down by Sidedreams. Triple kill for the man, and 2 really quick rounds for the side of EXO.
Dude, this is the most textbook eco round that I've ever seen, and it was absolutely beautiful. Nicely done. 3 kills. Spike planned as well. Plus, you did a little bit of damage to Scythe. You're forcing him to buy an armor. That's perfect. You can't ask for anything better than that, other than getting the round win or being able to take down 4 players. This is what you call perfection from the side of Team Valor. They have set themselves up beautifully for this buy round, but the thing is, they need to win out here. If they lose, this is already done and dusted. In a way, this is not a full-on bonus from the side of Team EXO, because they are investing into a lot of buys, especially from Ghost. Ghost has no money to work with. He had a little bit of a slow start, but it's kind of expected. Team EXO as a squad, they're well known to have a little bit of a slow start, but yeah, moving on down the line, they're going to be able to pick things up really beautifully. And Team Valor, they're showcasing the fact that, yeah, statistically, they should win here. The first buy round's gonna be theirs, but Wimp, he's putting a damper on those plans. Strokey swings it, gets a kill on towards the face of Excali, who got a little bit too greedy there. That's gonna cost him, but Buster, he needs to hit this shot. He's not gonna be able to get it, and Ghost with the jiggles is gonna be the one to survive. JN with an immediate trade, but still, JN, he's at such low levels of HP. He's gonna run away, try and wait for that heal from his buddy Strokey. He's gonna be able to get it, but Sai, he has his phone number, calls him up, but he's not gonna be able to take it back home. Instead, it's gonna be Strokey being the one to take down Wimp. Oh no, things are falling apart. And now it's time for Team Valor to turn it all away and take it all away for themselves.
But Blackhawk, though, from the flank gets one onto Bullet, but Sidedreams has to make something happen from inside. He's gonna be jumping around. Strokey gets one, and he flicks onto the head of Blackhawk as well. What a round from him, and he's gonna be feeling it as well, you know, from that movement, from that dance as well. He's definitely happy about that round and helped him out quite a bit. Helped his team out economy-wise, if I'm being honest. Now they can go for buys again. It's not the best, if I'm being honest. We can see some lack of armor there. All of them sticking to half armor. But considering EXO, they're still on an eco. I feel like they might get this equalizer real quick. Blackhawk obviously having one more Vandal. He can go for the buy, so why not? But overall, it's going to be the Phantom squad rising up this time. I feel like it's gonna be an equalization coming really soon. But again, EXO with that aggression, they all love to see. Blackhawk trying to provide his teammate cover to get that Bladestorm. Excali picking up that orb, and they're gonna be falling back into the side. Nothing VL can do about that. Ghost trying to go for a peek. He's gonna be denied any chance to go for that, as Strokey's gonna send some bullets flying his way. Drone coming for a bullet, will spot out a player. Buster with the immediate frag onto him, but oh, Excali taken down early on. Bullet with one more. Sidedream's the only one holding on to side with a Muni Sheriff. The players are tagged down, but he's not gonna be able to find anything. JN, he's going very aggressive, but Bullet, JN, they're all just gonna get the frags. There's nothing they can do about that. The weapons weren't there. I mean, maybe Excali could have gotten a frag there, but yeah, that's just gonna be it.
that you could have done to try and survive that. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. That's kind of how it goes from time to time. You lose a win out on both of your first initial rounds, then it comes down to the buy rounds of your opposition. You lose out that, and then you lose out on the following round as well, primarily because why you didn't have enough money to go in for another buy being forced onto an eco. This is kind of the snowball effect that I was talking about. The last initial rounds that they were playing when it was the anti-eco round from the side of EXO, the fact that they were able to get those 3 kills, it was detrimental in the long phase because they were not able to go in for buys. This is a very close even Stevens! But Bullet, he expected Excali to go in for that fight. But hey, this is what Excali always does. You will expect him to do that if you do a little bit of research on that. And in that sense, they're going to be able to find it, but they don't know exactly where Sai is. Sai, he's going to be the hunter in the night. He's going to be the one to try and hunt down a spray. Are they going to be expecting him, though, is a real question. One stray bullet, that's all that they need to get that kill on towards his face. But Wind gets a kill on towards Strokey. That's a lurker already down, but Bullet, he doesn't know what's up. He doesn't know what's behind him. It's going to be the boogeyman, and his name is going to be Sai.
Did he see the gun barrel? I think he did. Now he definitely saw the shoulder. Information should be there. There's a player in that A main. Look at what happened in B, though. Walking up the tube. Oh, Bullet's actually going to get a frag. Side dreams. What are you going to do about that? He's going for the trade. Can he get the chance? He will. Meanwhile, Buster gets one onto Blackhawk. The trades are there, though, from VL. And it's all onto Side Dreams, who had been on the lurk for quite a while. And VL, they can just go to B and go for the plan. But yeah, early aggressive position. Side Dreams will be spotting out the jet. Okay.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Some air shows coming in. I didn't know we signed up for that. But yeah, keep your eyes on Buster, though. He's holding a very passive position. If he goes a bit too aggressive, he will definitely get the frag there. Of course, unless he drones that out or waits for a recon. But he's just going to go for the save.
Save, you have full armor. You have pretty much full utility as well when you consider the long scheme of things. Just one shock dart, that's not going to hurt you. So, in that sense, they have a hero fandom on their side to work with, but still, I don't think that the hero fandom is going to be giving them that much value in the following round. They need to figure something out here because Team EXO, systematically, they are going in for their same strategies over and over again, and with Strokey now playing, it's been causing a little bit more difficulties. It seems like Team EXO, they don't know how to adapt, and now is where they really need to switch up their strategies. Going in for the usual rush with Excali, just swinging himself out and heading on off towards Belt. Yeah, it's just not going to work. Switch it up. Take it a much more passive approach. Or if you want to get aggressive, be aggressive down towards that B side line. Try to go in for a lurk from the back. Or take proper mid control and then force the opposition to play for the mid. Because if you lose the mid on Icebox, yeah, it's already done and dusted, Kirito. There's no way you're going to be able to survive that.
Yeah, mid is definitely a bit of a no man's land. Nobody really physically goes in there. I mean, best mid action you're gonna find is gonna be around that kitchen area. But yeah, we're gonna see early Hunter Spree coming in from Side Dreams, not finding anything. Don't think he even tagged anybody, I'm not sure, but so far there are no frags coming in. JN is gonna be waiting for his teammates to provide information. That's gonna be Bullet with the drone, clearing out all these angles, making sure no one's gonna be surprising his teammate there. And Excali, though, he's waiting with the Sheriff. He's been insane with that on the first round. Can he find some thrifty frags here? As Buster's gonna go for the peak, he's gonna see the shoulder. Jiggles are there. Oh, Excali just holding so patiently, waiting for those recon pulses to go away. He's gonna send some shots flying, but not connecting. Instead, he's gonna be tagged up and has to dash away. Now he's behind the Viper wall, waiting for an opportunity to pounce. Spram comes in from Side Dreams, not finding anything. And we have 40 seconds on the clock, but yeah, no frags just yet. B entry is almost done, but the rotation is here as well from VL. Sorry, from EXO. Now this take is going to be so much more difficult.
Oh my god, Strokey, what a shot.
Alright.
Dude, did Strokey just so casually swing out Ferrari style and just stab him, dude? Even I didn't see that. Oh my god, Strokey, you're an absolute legend. Bullet's gonna be the one to take down Excali. Goes with a beautiful one tab on towards JN, but Bullet, he's having none of that. Goes in for that immediate trade off, and poor old Blackhawk. There's nothing that you can do. Maybe survive for a little while longer, but yeah, they're coming for you. And they're trying to play mind games with you as well with a classic right click straight to the forehead, possibly, but Strokey, he's gonna be the one to steal it away from Bullet. He's not gonna be giving anything away, and Strokey, he gets another one for himself. And that's another round as well for Team Valor. Yeah, in a way, that last round, it could have been better, but it wasn't equal. So now it's gonna be another buy round, and Excali's been able to pick up an operator for himself as well. Now, this operator needs to start paying dividends right here and right now by getting at the bare minimum of 2 kills, not just 1. If he's not able to get 2 kills here with this operator, I personally believe that this is going to be another round loss for the side of Team EXO.
Definitely, because as I keep saying every single time I see an operator come into play, operator is a big investment. You want to make sure value is squeezed out of that. And I think Scally would be the perfect person in the side of EXO to get that value. He's not top fragging yet, but with the operator finally in his hands, you might see something happen. Good crosshair placement though coming in from Pasha Sahil. I think he's the one who destroyed that alarm bot. But yeah, pushed towards mid. They're going towards this B side where we see Blackhawk all alone, but lands an insane shot onto Buster. There are players surrounding him though. But now with the rotation coming in, this is going to be much more difficult to go into that B side. I feel like a push towards A would be the best option right now. Excali now, he's off the A side. He's pushing down mid, so they should try and fall back. But yeah, they're still going towards this B side. Oh, the timing's okay. He's going to go back into it. Misses the shot though.
He didn't. He got the headshot.
Did he? Wait, no.
Yeah, he got the headshot. No, he got the headshot through the wall. It's possible to headshot someone straight through the wall. It's Valorant's a very weird game. Don't question how I know this, but it's a very weird.
Oh, he got the shot onto Excali. Yeah, oh, that's what I thought. I thought that the side of Strokey would be taken out, but he was gonna get the first frag onto go. Sidings with a quick trade though. Operator has made its way into Snowman. Are we gonna see a frag over here to the wall? JN. Oh god, this is so intense, man.
Yeah, this is getting closer and closer. The defender side Killjoy lockdown has also been placed to try and deny this, but still 100 Spear is gonna be good for 1. It's gonna be a beautiful spray from Jaden. He gets someone on the lineup, but still Wim is gonna be the one to trade him out almost immediately. Bullet's gonna be missing out on a shot as well, but already time is gone. And there's nothing that you can do about it. That Viper's pit. Yeah, that's gonna be one of the most dangerous things ever. But Pasha, he tries to survive it. He wants to try and go in for a couple of exit frags, but he's just not gonna be able to get it. Instead, he dies out, and it's gonna be 2-gun save for side of EXO. But the thing is, they're saving guns, but they're not saving rounds here now, are they? It's just not working out for them. Slowly but surely, they're falling apart. 3 rounds. That's the difference between these two squads now, and they need to figure something out. If they don't, it's already done.
Very well be 4 right now, because they have 2 rifles, EXO, but those rifles aren't getting the frags. They aren't winning the rounds that they need to, and considering the rest of the economy, a Spectre, a Ghost, and a Sheriff, we might not see success. Meanwhile, VL, their economy is sitting pretty, but Side Dreams, though, opening frag onto Strokey, that's going to be really helpful for them. Taking that Sage out early on, no revive, no wall for the post-plan scenarios. Meanwhile, they are pushing this A side. We have 3 players, almost 4 there, if you consider Wimp holding on to mid near that side. But yeah, I mean, thanks to the lurk coming out from Blackhawk, they know that there's no one near the side of B. So they should definitely bolster up that A defense. And now the push coming in. Drone will be there. First strike from JN onto Side Dreams. That's 1 Phantom down, 1 more to go. Holding on to mid. Swarm Nades are going to try and delay the push, but JN, nothing stopping him. He's right outside that wall, waiting for it to break, waiting to go in and get some frags. Kelly is going to pick up a gun. Here. Yeah, he's going to pick up the Phantom. With 37 HP only, what can he do?
Just need to wait. You just need to chill. But Pasha Sahil swings out, catches Excali when he was out in the open. Excali, you need to position yourself a lot more safer, my man, especially when you're the one with the Phantom. No one can even pick it up now. It's stuck in a rock in a hard place. 1 more Phantom in the hands of Wimp, but Wimp, he's not going to be able to do anything. Where does he look? Does he look left? Does he look right? Communication breakdown. And then Ghost gets taken out as well before he can even shoot a bullet. Bullet. Now, he's going to be the one to spot out Blackhawk, and they know he's on mid. They just know. They should know, Jayen. Jayen!
Oh!
You wanted to give Blackhawk a hug, man, but Blackhawk's like having none of that.
I mean, yeah, he's the only one alive. I think he should go for another save. I mean, no, they can go for a buy, maybe go for a couple of frags, but economy won't really be damaged for VL. That's not really sure what he should do, because either option definitely involves him, you know, taking a fight. But he's going to be moving down mid, trying to save that gun, hopefully. Because they're going to have money next round regardless. So hopefully he can buy an extra weapon for his teammate. And looking for some exits won't be bad either. But yeah, he's just going to die to the spike to get that extra loss bonus. And 6-2 is going to be the score line. And I mean, if they keep doing stuff like this, EXO, if they keep aggressing and going for these peaks without any utility coverage, I feel like this gap's gonna get too big and they're not gonna be able to recover in time.
So the main thing that I really want to highlight here is that previously back on the pre-show, I was talking about how Team EXO, they had much more of the advantageous favoring for this map in particular when you consider the statistics. Now, those were the statistics of Team EXO just being able to play the map over and over again like the way we know them to play. They didn't really switch up their strategies. And even today, I'm seeing the same Team EXO. I'm seeing the exact same strategies that they always employ, and I'm not seeing anything different. So in that sense, Team Valor, they read into a lot of their different strategies. I can see a lot of proper anti-stratting being done as well. Like, just from the round where Bullet was able to get a kill on towards the side of Excali, that was the final nail on the coffin, for me at least. Because they already know what Team EXO are planning, what they want to do on the following rounds, especially when their backs are against the wall. So in that sense, if Team Valor have figured out every single strategy from EXO, I'm really afraid, dude, we could just be looking at a possible 2-13 scoreline if things don't pick up right here and right now, especially with JN picking up an operator as well. Things are looking dark for Team EXO.
Well, this is a buy for them. They have some money to work with, and with this pause coming in, I feel like they should. I mean, it is a technical issue, but they should take this time to actually have a bit of a talk on how to change up this strategy, how to not be too predictable. Because obviously their aim game is good, but it's not that good when the opposition is ready for it. We're seeing VL; they've definitely done their homework. They're definitely ready for these pushes and ready for these positionings from EXO. Even players like Scally, whose aim is just too good at sometimes, he's getting taken out just on the base of them knowing where he is. We're gonna see Bullet with the drone coming in. He's gonna get some info onto that A side. Wall will be early put up from Ghost to delay the entry, but will be destroyed immediately. Feel like that wall would be much useful in the postman scenario, but let's see what happens though. Because they're still trying to push onto that side. We still have a couple of players from EXO on the flank though. Keep your eyes on Side Dreams. He might aggressively push up. We do still have Pasahel holding on to that. Sorry, yeah, it is Pasahel. But yeah, the push is going to come in. Execution is there. Killjoy utility might slow things down. But let's see what happens. The Reyna Lears are going to come in. The entry is being done. But oh, there we go. The wall came in and the timing of that was not right. Ghost in that corner. Gets one. Strokey with the trade. Wimp is there to get one more. Can he get it? He will, accompanied by Blackhawk. Strokey with one more. The trades are just coming left, right, and center. But it's just too much. Blackhawk with a triple kill. And we're going to see the first round in a while for the side of EXO.
That was a good round, dude. That was a really good round, but at the same time, Team Valor, they made a lot of mistakes. They waited for way too long, and they were running dry on information. If you wait for this long straight outside of a site while making so much noise without breaking any form of utility from your opposition, knowing that they have a Killjoy on that very specific site, you need to switch up your strategies. Team Valor, one big mistake from their side costed them this round pretty much instantly, and in a way, I don't know if they're panicking under the pressure, but they cannot, because if you allow Team EXO to get one advantage over you throughout the entire matchup, you know that they're gonna exploit it over and over again. And this time around, Blackhawk, he's very aggressive. He's looking for the skill, but the timing.
Oh, Blackhawk, do they know?
Timing, man. No, they don't know. Oh, they know. Shit,
They know.
But I don't think that Blackhawk know any of them. Because, you know, angle advantage. I always talk about this. If you're further away from a corner, then you're going to be able to see your opposition first. But the opposition that is closer to a corner, they can't see you.
Yeah, Strokey, I think he's
John
going to
Cena
try and
moment.
clear that out. Oh, this has happened so many times that in that exact position, they're just looking at each other. But Wimp, he's right in the face of Buster. Ghost for the revive. But Buster with the trade. Pastor Child with the follow-up. What was that shot coming in? That was absolutely insane. Oh no. Strokey, I mean, Blackhawk wasn't expecting that. The A side is opened up. It's all on the Side Dreams and Excali. Side Dreams doesn't have any armor. Excali has an operator, which I feel like he should save. I don't know.
30 seconds left.
I mean, at this point, can they go for the clutch?
Man, do you see how much map control Team Valor have? This is
They even have a player
insane.
in mid.
This is
Wow.
just pure insanity. This is a flawless round purely based upon map control. I want to break this down one more time. I'm going to reel you guys back in. I'm going to take you to the very start of this round, and I'm going to talk about it from there. I'm going to talk about it in detail that you don't even need a replay to work with. Basically, right from the very beginning, Team Valor, they spread themselves out on three different avenues actually, with one player going in for a drone on mid. It was Bullet clearing out mid beautifully. Strokey gets a good shot onto Excali. That's what's going to happen. But going on back from that, the amount of control, B main was under control. A main had a lot of presence. No one was pushing A main as well. And the B main push being held by Blackhawk, he wasn't holding it aggressively. He had no information to work with whatsoever. And he got taken out there when he tried to go in for a push. And with so much noise being made on B main and on towards the side of mid, A side was completely opened up. This allowed the three members who were holding on A to go in for a fast rush of their own, get that first initial kill on A, cause a lot of noise there. And with the B main control already being established by Strokey, mind you, they had all the info in the world. Dude, they had all the information in the world. And Blackhawk, he just walked straight into the open arms of Strokey. How much map control are you gonna get, Valor?
I mean, if you have the information processing the way VL did, the way they were able to calculate, okay, we have this agent there, that guy there. So A side should be pretty much open if you can clear out this mid, but Excali, he's gonna be with the Bulldog aggressively holding into that B main, dashing away in time, getting a heal as well, but Strokey with the revive. We are still a 5v5 in this matchup, he's gonna say. We do still see the Viper Spit coming in the A side. That will be very difficult to push through, but with enough people, maybe they can actually go through it, who knows. But the rotation going to the A side, they're gonna have to eventually run into it. But they are definitely looking at that mid. There isn't much utility there except that alarm bot, which will give a lot of information. If they do walk through this, yeah, they're able to predict the alarm bot, but yeah, they're walking into the A side. Now it's going to be difficult for them to hold because this is not what the Viper Spit is prepared for. The side is half open. Blackhawk, he's basically defending the front and the back is completely open. Now they can surround this Viper Spit and maybe take him down. The rotation is here. I mean, it's still either party's game. 4 versus 5. What's going to happen here? Excali opening frag onto JN.
Ooh, Excali gets one. Ghost gets another one. Wimp is going to be able to chime on in and get a kill on towards the side of Kasha as well. Good retake start from their side, but still Bullet. He could be that difference maker, but Strokey, he's good for 1 kill. He's going to be good for a second, but he just can't. He can't. Oh my god, why did you hold it? Oh my god, Excali, he let it go. This would have been so different. Excali, he's playing with fire. The fact that he just let it go there could have just costed him, but Strokey was just unprepared for that. He thought that it was already done. It was done and over, but Excali, the BM king himself, gets off the spike and just casually taps him on the forehead and then goes in for the defuse. 5 and 7 could still be on the cards, and it's gonna be a pretty good round differentials from their both sides. 5 and 7 or a 4 and 8. Either or is a very respectable scoreline, especially when you consider this map being very attacker-sided. But the thing is, even on the attack side, I believe that the side of EXO, they could be in for a long haul if they are not able to take this round. They need that pistol round under their bag because Team EXO on the pistol rounds, they're a little bit iffy when it comes down to those strategies.
Yeah, indeed, having that early pistol round is going to be really important. So if they are not they're not having the best performance there, definitely having the best scoreline before going into the pistol round will be key. But yeah, early denial coming in from EXO, they're going to actually push these players back. So yeah, they're going to have a lot more of a hard time pushing into the A side. They did bait out some utility. Some of the Killjoy utility is now used up, so they can go in a little bit more easier. Spike is left on the A main though. Somebody's gonna have to recover that. Meanwhile, flank coming in from Excali, accompanied by Ghost. But meanwhile, Blackhawk, he's gonna face a lot of trouble. Strokey is going for the rotation, but Excali is pushed up. That's great from him, and they're gonna fall back as well. Now this A take is gonna be that much more difficult. We do have the defender logged on to make things even more harder. Wimp is gonna be guarding onto that. Has a swarm mate to defend himself as well. JN, he's now
JN?
stuck between a rock and a hard place. Gets one, the trade is there. Now Wimp pushing in. They're all gonna have to fall back because of the lockdown. Now they're going in for the retake. 3 versus 4. EXO,
utility.
they're ready for this.
Ooh, Buster. Beautiful shot by one, but Buster.
Oh, they line up.
Kasha. You didn't know, man. And Blackhawk just gets 3 freebies. That was the freest kill and the freest 4K of his entire career right there. No one cleared a massive communication gap from the size of... Oh my god, man. Come on. That was a massive communication gap.
I
Team
mean, I
Valor.
thought the quad was there.
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
he'd look to the right and get that headshot in. But instead, it's gonna be a headshot for the wrong side. What
Well,
the
then,
hell?
I guess it's fine. Like, that was a good try for their side, I personally would say, but at the same time, it could have been better. Blackhawk getting away with those kills that really should not have happened, but hey, he's the aim god for a reason. 5 and 7 on the scorecard. It's a very respectable scoreline for both sides, and in a way, I was a little bit worried that this was going to be something like a 9 and 3 or an 8 and 4, but hey, EXO, they got their game ready. They know how to capitalize on any mistake being made by their opposition, so it could just work out. But Fasha, don't be playing games like that, my man, because the side of EXO, yeah, they're having a little bit of trouble when it comes down to understanding the strategy, but when it comes down to the raw mechanical skill, your head could just not be on your shoulder after like 1 second.
Oh, the bot saves him. Now, no, there's somebody on flank, and they're going to be falling back as well. That's actually huge, denying the flank coming from VL. Now they're going to have to go for a rotation. You still see Excali wanting to go for it. It's not Excali, it's going to be JN wanting to go for it. When Newman bullet above the wall gets one. Pasha Sahil holding strong with Ghost with a quick trade. 3 versus 4 scenario. The spike is yet to be planted. Wimpy. He's going to find one onto Buster as well, making it 3 versus 3. Now knows that there's one player in A, so the B side should only have 2. They should try and go for this. Side dreams and goes going for that wide swing, pushing bullet back. They should go for the spike plant as we only have 30 seconds left. Strokey is here to back him up.
30 seconds left.
But side dreams with that frag onto bullet. Now he's gonna open things up and get that spike down. 2 versus 3 retake. They're gonna have to find an opening before going in.
Figure something
Waldo.
out there, Strokey. He has a wall, and that wall's gonna solidify.
Swarm nade.
But Swarm nades, they didn't break it, and that's gonna hurt him quite a lot because the wall's gonna be really solid. But JN, he could just be that difference maker that they need to try and keep this one alive for their side shots are gonna be good. And JN, he gets another one for himself. He's looking for a couple of more. He's gonna be able to dink one out. He spots out Ghost. Ghost, he needs to try and go in for this. Half Diffuse gonna be going in for that swing, but Half Diffuse did not go in. But it's completely fine. They still have enough time. Oh my god. Just 1 more second. If JN was not able to get that kill and Ghost was able to survive that, this was already over. There is no way they could have gotten this. 5 and 8 on the scorecards, but it's completely fine because once again, they're not that strong when it comes down to the pistol round, but they can win everything out when it comes down to that buy round. So it's completely fine. Nothing to really worry about. Keep the ball rolling in your court and keep the momentum on your side. This is where it all begins. This is where it all does not end. Take it easy. Take a deep breath, play for this eco round and try to do as much damage as you possibly can. But normally they don't go in for ecos yet. They go in for force buys, and this force buy could be good, but at the same time, it could end horribly for them as well.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that they love to go for the aggressive plays, and I feel like in some world VL should be able to predict this. They should at least consider that, okay, they might go for a force buy. We might be taking on some automatic weapons here, so let's not go a little bit too aggressive. And let's not think that we have an advantage in this round. If they are able to predict that, I feel like they have a pretty decent read on the side of EXO, and that so far has really worked out for them. They have this gap that they can work with, and if they win this next force buy round, they're gonna extend that gap. This is gonna show how much time they put into preparing for a matchup before going into it, and being able to read Team EXO like this. It's not easy. I mean, they do pretty much the same thing there, but still, even if you have that read, it's hard to actually apply that counter, and they've done it beautifully here. So we're hoping to see that continue on. But yeah, EXO, they're gonna have to diversify a little bit more. Maybe go for a player on the late flank. Maybe have a fast rotation, lurking followed up by someone lurking on B. Stuff like that will definitely catch VL off guard, I feel like. But yeah, I feel like someone is disconnected. I think it's JN. He will be back. In the meantime, you know what will be back next year? but is still here now. Definitely, guys, is the Amazon Great Indian Festival. Make sure you go check out the links in the description to get insane products at insane prices. Aggressive's got a new mic, and he sounds like an angel. Not as good as
Oh,
me. Not as good as me.
oh,
He's
no,
not an
no,
angel.
no, no, no,
He's
no.
not as a,
You
he's not
said
an
it.
angel himself. He sounds like one, but he's
Uh,
not an angel himself. But yeah, definitely there are products out there at insane prices. So go there right now. Check out what you want to buy. We have products from Logitech, Intel, and LG Ultragear that definitely is gonna be working out for your setup. So if you ever wanted something, now is the opportunity for you to go there. But now we're gonna be going back to the match as a reconnection has been established. We're gonna be going into this second round in the second half. And look at that lineup though. Average Jonas.
Gonna be good. Still the lineup's not gonna get a lot of information. GN
Ooh.
staying in one position for way too long. Didn't expect that to be a force buy from their side. Gets taken out almost instantly. Excali, he knows exactly what's up. Buster's gonna get taken out as well. And this force buy round has started off beautifully for their side. They get all of the information. They get 2 kills and they get the spy plan down with proper close plan holds. Nothing to really worry about. This is going to be a round win for them, and there's nothing that's going to take it away from it as well. Ghost is going to be good for 1. Pasha gets taken out as well, and then it's poor old Bullet to try and survive this. Nothing that he can do. Excali chimes in with the 3k, and with that, that's going to be 6 and 8 on the scorecards, and the possible magic number on our cards, man. The magic number is right around the corner. It could happen, but at the same time, I'm
All
not
eyes on
hopeful for
VL.
it, dude.
I mean, we have
It's
a
gonna
couple
be
of magic
difficult, dude.
numbers. We have a couple of magic numbers, and none of them have really popped up yet. But yeah, here's to hoping. But talk about that force buy coming in from EXO. It definitely played VL. They definitely weren't predicting those specters to be in their hands, and they went in for those easy fights. JN with the Marshal, he's like, okay, I'm gonna get a headshot here. There's nothing they can really do about it. Guess what? They have something to say about that, and that is that they went for a force buy. Now, eco for the side of VL, but they're going to be having 4 players holding on to this A side. How much effective are those 4 pistols going to be in this tight space of the A side where we have a couple of players lurking around, making a lot of noise? Are they going to be ready for this? See, meanwhile, they've actually creeped up into the B side as well. So much map control.
Because the way that they're pushing these corners, this could end up really badly. Ooh, Pasha, he's right around the corner. He knows exactly where Blackhawk is, but positionally, he's not in a good spot to use that classic to try and get a kill onto him, but should be able to take down Sai. Gets a good chunk of damage, but he's not going to be able to get that kill. Blackhawk instead is going to be the one who saves out Sai in that sticky situation. Heal's going to come out as well. It's already done. It's already over. 2 kills already happening. Ghost may be the only one who dies here, but Ghost is not going to be dying for long. Strokey's the one to get that kill. Gets himself a gun, but now, last player remaining. 4 people hunting him down, and it's going to be Excali who wants to go in for that first initial fight. He's probably going to get taken out as well, but still. Ooh, Excali dodges out the bullets from Strokey. He's going to be the one to survive that because of that swing. 7 and 8 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen. And then Team EXO, they finally answered back beautifully. And sadly, the magic number is just not going to be happening.
Oh, it's sad. It's sad. But if you're an EXO fan right now, you're definitely going to be feeling a bit hype. They won a couple of rounds. After losing their first pistol round, that force buy definitely helped them out. Again, this is going to be a buy round for sort of VL. They're going to have ARs and even an operator for JN. It's going to be something definitely to consider. So if they're able to overcome those weapons, it's going to be an 8-8 scoreline, and they're going to be pushing VL to another eco. So this is definitely a fight for the lead. This round specifically for EXO. They're going to take the lead if they're able to win it, but a lot of aggression towards this A side. They're still having a lot of players holding on to this mid/B entrance, and I think they're going to be predicting Strokey going for this early flank. They're making a lot of noise, though. There's a question. No, Strokey's going to be holding. He heard that there are a lot of players there, but Buster with the first back. Strokey, 1, 2, 3.
Strokey! Give it to this man! Give it to him!
Finally destroying, finally stopping him from getting any more. But he's all alone. 1 versus 4, actually. There we go, VL. No lead for you today, boys.
Yeah. They get the buy round in their favor almost instantly. They're not expecting the force buy from their side, and the force buy just... Ooh, the force buy did catch them off guard. They got that round, but as soon as the buy round came in, man, you know that things are going to be switching out, especially with Strokey on your side. Strokey, being the lurk master himself, walks straight in, gets like 3 free kills for this man. Like, this guy just knows. He knows what to expect. His aim is going to be absolutely beautiful and crispy as well. Shots are going to be clean. With that, they're going to be able to take it all away. That's going to be a 7 and 9 here. And a possible 7 and 10 if they're able to win this one out as well. But still, they need to go past the operator player. The operator player known as Excali. Excali is going to deal a good chunk of damage. But, oh wait, sorry. It's going to be JN around the corner. Next, Excali needs to go past JN to try and get the skill onto him. JN, such a beautiful shot straight through the wall. But still, Strokey, he's going to be the one to hold down the fort from yellow. Knows what to expect. Spots out the cloak of one of the players, but he's not going to be opting going for that swing. He knows how dangerous it could be. He's going to be playing it slow. He's playing for the man advantage, and this is exactly what I want from the side of Team Valor. Show discipline. Do not go in for swings, but I spoke too soon. Sai, he's going to be the one to take down Ghost, and now things are falling apart.
They have the rotation here, though. We have players ready into the B side, but again, EXO cutting out all noise. They're waiting to cover the push. Actually, they're waiting for the revive. Excali, he's now back in the game. Jin with the first frag, but Blackhawk with a follow-up onto Pasha Sahil. They're gonna open up this B side. They can go for the plan quite easily. Ghost is gonna put up the wall for good measure. And there's no denying the spike plan. 2 versus 5. There's not really much they can do. They have guns. But yeah, this is definitely falling apart for VL. We might see another round going. He does get one buster onto Excali. But still, there are 4 more. Trade is there from Sai. Bullet, he's just going for it. The wall is in front of him. He's predicting a mid lurker. But yeah, the prediction timing was a bit wrong. Sai, as soon as the wall drops, he's going to drop him as well. 8-9 is going to be the scoreline. And 1 away from equalization. Can Exo bring it back? VL, their economy is okay. They can go for another buy. But yeah, it's going to be difficult regardless.
This is not how it's going to be going. It's going to be a little bit of a difficult one indeed, especially now that they've lost out on the operator. JN, he's been having a pretty rough time of his own. He can get himself another operator, but he needs to play this operator absolutely naked. He has nothing. This is a glass cannon operator, ladies and gentlemen, and in that sense, it could work, but it also could be bad. But hey, if you have Strokey on your side, what do you really have to worry about? Blackhawk's going to be the one to shut down Strokey and his reign of tyranny finally, but that's a 1-for-1 trade, and a gun has been lost as well. And what you did lose out on was your Killjoy. Your flanks are now a lot more open. You need to invest in one more member to try and hold down 2 different sidelines, because you have to remember the turret was the thing that kind of just helped you hold down a side, and now the turret's no longer there. They need to figure something out now, and they're trying to head on down over to that B side. They have full control, but Pasha, he's feeding away a lot of the information, but at the same time, he doesn't have any utility to work with either. And not having utility here is going to be costing him.
And we're gonna see the recon coming in. Really good utility usage to go for that spike plan. Postman scenario coming in for VL. They're trying to find an opening, but this Viper Spit is not giving him any information next. So playing this really smartly. They're not giving away any frags, even after knowing that there is their domain. That there is where their team should be ruling through. But they're gonna be playing really smartly around yellow. Big Buster did spot out a couple of players that are making their way inside the Viper Spit. Blackhawk with the first frag on Pasha. Scally with one more. Blackhawk, they're still going. Scally trying to hold on. Just where he's gonna come in, finding nothing. All on to Bullet. Sees Scally, gets the headshot in. Can he get one more? He gets it. But the trade is there from Blackhawk, and we're gonna see a 4K for him. And that was insane. And it's gonna be a 9-9 scoreline. Man, Blackhawk, he's just. I mean, these Sentinels and controllers, man, they're just feeding these frags to themselves at this point.
Remember what I said? It's all up to the controller to try and bring everything back here, back in the pre-show. The controllers need to be the one to set up everything from their side. And Blackhawk, he's not only able to do it with his utility, but also with his raw mechanical skill. This guy's not skipping a beat when it comes down to his bullets. And you can see that he's feeling it. 18 kills for him. Strokey with 21. He's a battle sage through and through. And once again, Pasha, he's having a pretty rough time on this one. It's going to be difficult for him, poor old Pasha. He's going to get taken out here as well by Excali with a jumping classic shot as well. It's just not looking up for them. It's already a 5-3. Make it a 5 versus 2. I was going to say another thing. And Excali, he's looking for an ace. Just give it to this man. He's going to be able to spot out one of the players. Strokey should be the one to take him out, but instead it's going to be JN being able to save his buddy Strokey's life. Blackout's going to be good for 1. Blackout's going to be also good for a second. Good sprays from him. And that's going to be 10 and 9. And for the first time, we're gonna be seeing a lead from the side of Team EXO.
Yeah, first time in a long time, winning 3 rounds in a row. Again, although pushing VL to their own gun round. They're gonna even getting an operator for JN. Remember, Excali, he's not using that operator that much at all. We did see him actually use that a couple of rounds while they were defending, but for now he's sticking to the rifle and it's working out for him. He's not having that insane KD, but yeah, some of the rounds when he's popping off the entry is just so easy for the side of EXO. Now JN holding on to this B main. He knows that the players are definitely going to be lurking out there. That's just how EXO plays. He's still holding on even after the rotation is being done by Blackhawk and the rest of his teammates. The A entry is going to be the slowdown as Pastor Shahil is going to use the Viper space. So much Viper utility there to deny this, but they have actually left this B side quite open. Mid control is also very empty. Buster will be peeking into that to gather information, but right now JN is the only one holding on. He's gonna land a shot. Ghost trying to find a trade, but JN is gonna be falling back. Still a couple of players to take his place. He needs to find more
JN,
here.
this is such a dangerous position, man.
Oh yes, he is.
Dude, he's feeling
so
much.
Dude,
they're gonna walk in. He's dead. JN should be able to survive. Are you gonna get a second chance? Gets his JN, he's looking for his fourth. He should be able to get it. No way, he misses the JN with a flick and a half. He's gonna be the one to take it all away. Take down Sai as well. 4K for this man and a flawless round for the side of Team Valor. Beautifully done, man. JN, if he likes to play with fire, go for it, because this is the map of Icebox. You need all the heat that you can get.
Yeah, absolutely. And heat is what he's bringing. We're going to see 10-10 coming in. This is the first map. Nothing is separating these two teams. We still have Ascent and possibly Haven coming in. This match, it's just got no breaks at all. I mean, I thought that EXO is going to be bringing the aim game. Look at JN. He's like, I've played aim labs too much, guys. I'm suffering from symptoms over here. But yeah, he's going to be keeping that operator, hoping to get more value out of it in the next rounds. Again, this is a buy round for EXO. They're going to be going in for a full Vandal lineup. Try and get some frags in. It's up to these players to find those weaknesses in these really heavy attacks, and this weakness could be nobody watching the flank. We still have a turret holding on from Wim, but amongst all the chaos, are they even gonna realize ultimate is being by the Killjoy? I think with the bot being destroyed, they should have information, but they're not really pushing into the side. That flank presence has sort of scared them off. JN gets one frag, trying to run away, but he will be detained regardless. Buster trying to get that frag on the flank, but Side Dreams, what was that peak? 4-4 is gonna be the man count, and Viper's Pet is activated in the postman scenario. Looks like EXO are gonna have an advantage. Oh no, JN, they can see your legs. Oh, he jumps. What is happening? He's trying to stay up.
He survives.
He lives. He lives with that. Okay.
Oh, Strokey gets a free kill. Bullet gets another one. JN misses the shot on towards the side of Wim. Wim's gonna be the one to take him on down, but Buster's getting picked up. And now it's a 3 versus 2 situation. Blackhawk, he's gonna be the one to get that first initial kill down on towards the face of Bullet. His position has been revealed, but the spike timer's already going on down. Not really a lot of time to work with. And they just need to save those guns. They're not gonna be the ones to survive this. Just run it away. Try and save those guns for another rainy day here. And in a sense, Team EXO, they're fighting back really hard. That's going to be 11 and 10 here, ladies and gentlemen. And they're looking to take this down over onto match point. I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't expect Team EXO to come back right on the brink of defeat and be able to get so many rounds consecutively. 11 and 10. They're the ones in the lead. No more operator in the hands of JN. Or he could go in for an operator now. Yes, he can. Gonna need to sell a little bit of his own utility, though, because doesn't have a lot to work with. He's going to be running dry on the utility aspect, but still, it's completely fine. He has enough money to work with, but in this point, he needs to get 2 kills with that one operator. Otherwise, it's already done and dusted.
Yeah, I mean, how long are you going to keep buying that weapon for him unless you see something squeezed out of it? You're going to see the drone coming in early on from Sirenes, but Scary with the frag onto Bullet around mid. Oh, Wimp with another shot stroke. He's going to be holding on, going for the beat with Blackhawk. He's ready for that. And in a matter of seconds, it's going to be a 2 versus 5 scenario all onto Pasha Sahil and JN. He has an operator. Now he's definitely feeling like, okay, maybe I should not have gone for that. Like Scally, he heard Pasha Sahil falling back, knows that there's one player in that A side. And they're definitely going to, it's a wise choice to be playing together. To try and at least get a trade, try and make the odds in their favor, but they're moving away again. trying to hold on to these angles. Recon is gonna come in. Now they're trying to hunt these guns, absolutely annihilate the economy for VL.
Last player standing.
Okay,
Ooh,
Ghost. Hello, how are you?
Hoops.
Ian. He gets one free kill on towards the face of Wimp. He's gonna be able to
He's
get a second.
flicking.
Flicks are
There's
just
one on
so
top, though.
crispy. JN, look behind you, man.
Oh,
And
no,
then
no,
look
no.
behind you once again. Do another 180, but Blackhawk instead is gonna be the one to take you down out almost instantly. Operator gets taken down. That's gonna be
Match
12 and
point.
10 on the scorecards with EXO being able to take the match point. Did you even expect this to happen, man? I didn't.
Not really.
Personally, I didn't expect this whatsoever. The fact that EXO took
they're on
something
match
like
point, and
this,
VL's economy is horrible right now.
how do you bring this one back? Just looking at their ego, they have nothing. Cheyenne's being forced onto a singer. Yeah, granted, he does have his ultimate, but still, if that Blade Storm misses, it's all over.
Yeah, he needs to be the X factor for his team right now. Get some value out of that ultimate. It is a bit of a half buy for them. We even see some stingers being brought. That is in the hands of JM. Was the Blade Storm? Okay, so
My God, Sai!
the
Get
map,
out of
the,
here!
the read,
out
man.
of
The shot. What about Sai? Can you change? Pashtail will get one frag onto Ghost, but Excali jumping around, playing parkour simulator with the trade. Bullet is gonna find one as well, but the trades are so good. Blackhawk
this
with
is
one
just
more.
So nice, dude.
Yup, and I think it's pretty much done and dusted. Unless something insane from Strokey. Okay, 1v1. He's only 16 HP. He heals himself immediately. A Blackhawk, he's got a really good post-plant position. And, I mean, Strokey needs a stroke of luck over here to get the shot in. Oh, noise has been made. But the flick is there from Blackhawk and triple kill for the man. First map going in favor of the side of Team EXO. And what a comeback. What a return to the match, man. I mean, you weren't expecting that. I weren't expecting. I don't know how many of the viewers are expecting that. But yeah, EXO, they're here and they're making it known.
I just don't get it, man. Team Valor, they dropped the ball so hard. They're the ones who were winning it out here. And right at the very end, it was the adaptability from the side of players like Blackhawk who brought them the win here. Him being able to get a lot of freebie rounds. Like, dude, he was sitting around in a corner. He was just chilling there, and then he got 4 kills out of it. That should not have happened in a lot of different situations. It felt like Team Valor, they had a massive communication breakdown. And as we head on down over towards the match highlights, I'll try and pinpoint a couple of the positions where they had something like this. Initially, though, let's talk about the storyline from the very beginning. Team Valor, they played it beautifully. Every single execution was good, and they didn't skip a beat at all. They were able to find it, yes, but the problem was, even though they were getting so many of the rounds, even though they were playing it so beautifully, the thing is, Team Valor, they were only good on the attacking side. As soon as it came down to the defense, it felt like they just broke apart as a team when it comes down to their raw communication. They were not giving proper call outs. They were being killed by people sitting around corners. And right at the very end, it was Team EXO just being able to bring it all back. EXO as a squad, yeah, their attacking side is absolutely incredible. They're a very attack favorite team because of the way that they like to strategize. But in a way, this is not what we would have expected, especially after Team Valor having such a strong lead on their side. And to have a massive communication gap like that and dying out to the same person over and over again by not even swinging and looking at him, you would question what really went wrong for Team Valor right at the very end. And hopefully they're going to be able to bring it on back for the next map, because as we head on down over to the next one, if they are not able to fix their communication for Ascent, I don't know how they're going to be winning. Just look at this. You see
Yeah,
this?
the call outs, man. That was the perfect sum up of what the problems were for the side of VL. They had such a good read. Their game, I mean, the game plan was absolutely perfect on the first half. They're able to read out on the aggression. I felt like, okay, they're doing such a good job on attack. They're definitely gonna be able to read them out really well on defense as well. But it was the complete opposite. I mean, they had they didn't have the best of crossfires. They didn't go for the proper trades in some cases. Rather, it was the side of EXO. Their trade game was absolutely brilliant. They went in for the refrags almost every time, and we saw that left, right going on. And in the end, it's going to be one of the top fraggers. It's going to be either Blackhawk or it's going to be Excali breaking the cycle. And in the end, they're able to, turn the match, the man count to their favor, and then they just continue on with their usual flow and they're able to win other rounds like that. And those are the kind of mistakes you really can be making against a team like EXO and in this stage of the tournament right now. Because I mean, one more loss on Ascent, if they don't fix these problems, as you said, it's gonna be all over. And that's definitely not what the result you want to see from a team like VL, where they have such strong players. Strokey as well. Look at this frag. He's fragging so well. His team needs to step up there as well. So hopefully that is going to be something to look forward to in Ascent.
In a way, I would personally say that it wasn't that bad of a match. They played
Yeah.
it decently. They were able to go in for fights, but Team Valor, you would expect a lot more from them, especially from Buster. Dude, Buster had the slowest game out of everyone. Him being on Arena and only getting 11 kills.
Oh,
That
I
should
didn't
just,
realize.
yeah, that should not have happened whatsoever. Buster's having such a slow day, and that's going to be hurting him quite a lot because he's one of those players that I always look to for consistency, and him not being consistent enough on this one when players like JN and Strokey were able to pull off such incredible feats. Things would have been very different if Buster just were able to get a lot more of the frags that we have known him for. In a way, them breaking that down like this just hurt them quite a lot, but it's completely fine. They should be able to bring it on back. It's going to be the map of Ascent. And them losing out on their home map, it's kind of not expected, but at the same time expected as well. Because whenever you are on the TEC channel, ladies and gentlemen, you got to know that whenever the opposition picks a map, yeah, it's your
You,
opponent. Your
there's a good
opponent's always going to
chance.
be able to get it.
There's a
And
good
then when
chance
it
of
comes
that
down to the
happening.
map of Ascent, you're going to be seeing Team Valor getting it because that's how it goes. That's what always happens in the TAC. That's how the storylines are always made. But for now, we're going to be setting up game number 2. But don't really go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. You can check out the sale down below in the description. Click on all of the links. See what suits your fancy for an next big upgrade. As we do set everything up for game number 2, we're going to be back with the real shortly with the Amazon Great Indian Festival Championship after a short little break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Amazon Great Indian Festival Championship in association with Logitech, Intel, and LG Ultragear. We are back once again with this intense matchup with an unexpected victory from the side of Team EXO. We didn't really expect it to happen, but right at the very end, EXO, they were able to do a 1-2 uppercut punch and take it all back into their favor. Not really an underdog story, but at the same time, hey, it's kind of expected. Let's head on down over towards the map video screen and see exactly what we're going to be looking at. 13 and 10 for Team EXO. They were able to take away the map of Icebox. But now, as we head on down over to Ascent, Kirito, things could be a little bit more spicier, don't you think so?
Yeah, I mean, on Icebox, I mean, from the brink of defeat, EXO bring it back, and there's a certain amount of predictability working out in there. But in Ascent, it's anyone's game, isn't it? The sites are more accessible for attackers. Defenders can use a lot more utility to defend it. It's gonna be a lot more textbook Valorant, textbook gunplay sort of map up. You need to have great utility and coordination as well. But I feel like gunplay and raw aim has a certain amount of value in this map that it doesn't really have on other maps. So it's going to be a lot more equal on the terms on that basis. But yeah, EXO, they definitely have that aim. They will have that aggression going for them. And then momentum from their first map will carry on, hopefully. Because after that win, if whoever you are on on the side of Team EXO, even if you didn't frag out that much, even if you didn't play that well, that has to feel good. And their momentum is definitely going to be on sky high. Meanwhile, Valor, some mistakes were made, and hopefully within this time of the break, within still the time they have to go into the map, they're going to figure that out, and they're going to come up to a proper solution to all that problem so that they don't lose out this series on a 2-0. Because we want to go to Haven. We want to see this matchup continue, don't we all? Just like we want to see Aggressive continue to flex his new voice with his new mic. And how did you get it, Aggressive?
Yeah, I got it from a place called the Amazon Great Indian Festival Sale.
Indeed.
Do you know how I got there as well, Kirito? I went down, scrolled down a little bit, clicked on the show description, and I saw a beautiful link from Amazon. I clicked on it, went straight on there, typed in my new microphone, and I was like, oh goddamn, this thing's 40% off. I gotta get it now. And then do you know what I did as an extra? I put in the code Amazon Gaming, and then I got an extra 5% discount on the 40%. And come on, is there anything better? You cannot find anything better, man. It's all down there in the description. Check out the Great Indian Festival Sale. You're going to be able to find incredible deals, not just on a microphone. You can get yourself a mouse. You can get yourself a headphone. I need to get myself a headphone soon, so I'm going to be checking it out real soon as well again, because I really do need one. And hey, it's from Logitech, it's from Intel, it's from LG Ultragear. We got you all covered from monitors all the way to your gaming chairs as well. Nothing to really worry about, because Amazon, they're going to be there for you always. And hey, just as we are here for you to try and give you the matchup as best as we possibly can, we're going to be heading on down over to the agent selection soon enough. And the teams are now picking up their agents. We're just going to be waiting to see what they're going to be picking up here as we do head on down over onto the game. But okay, though, in my eyes, I would say that on the map of Ascent, the main thing that we will always see is the possibility of a double initiator with a breach coming in as well. Breach has been a pretty much a rising staple in almost every single map, but on Ascent, he has been seeing a lot of play, but at the same time, people are shying away from the usual Sky pickup. Sky, in my eyes, is just such a strong pick if you're able to use him properly, but with the recent changes to Sky making her a lot more difficult to pop flash with, people have strayed away from her way too much, and that's why Breach has been just going into the meta so heavily. But do you know what else is in the meta right now as well? Not just in Valorant, but in real life. It's going to be the Amazon Great Indian Festival Sale. You can see it in front of your screen. Yep. Make sure to check it out in the description below. Don't really forget about that, can you, ladies and gentlemen? But
no.
KO,
and, I mean, Aggressive is here to remind us of that.
Yeah, I'm going to remind you guys constantly throughout the entirety of this event, because after getting this microphone, I don't want you guys to miss out on this deal. So you gotta bear with me throughout every single stream.
Yeah, well, EXO doing the aggressive plays as usual. It's gonna be side dreams on the Jet this time, and we are gonna see some substitutions coming in. No, actually, Exali is gonna be playing the initiator. Didn't realize he's still in the play with OJ and pushing and dashing up to Blackhawk. That was a risky play. There could have been a player on the other side of the entrance, but that was a risk, and it worked out in his favor. 4% scenario early on, and They did have a pretty decent push down that mid area, but I feel like the alarm bot definitely slowed them down quite a bit. A flash coming in to slow things down, and now they're stuck in a quite difficult positioning. We don't see any flanks coming in from A main, so that is a relief. And Buster inside the smoke, making life so much difficult for these players to push into market. Meanwhile, that drop, JN, the timing on that, they're gonna fall. Bullet with a couple of frags as well. Wimp, the only one alive. Can he get one? Not even one, as Bullet's gonna cancel him out. And a triple kill for the man. First round again in favor of VL. And what a way to kick things off.
Start was absolutely clean. A flawless round from their side. Just being able to systematically tap everyone out of existence. But at the same time, you know this was expected. There is no way they're going to be able to win out of the pistol round. This is not what EXO are known for. But Valor, they're much more stronger when it comes down to their pistol round capabilities. They just know what to do and they know what to expect. Especially when you have a player like JN on your side. If he's feeling himself, man, this guy's not going to skip a beat and he's not going to skip a shot. Ooh, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. Sai, he's playing a little bit of a mind game for himself as well. JN missing out on a couple of bullets, but Sai, he's not paying any heat to him. Like, Sai's like, what? JN with the Marshall? Ha! He's not gonna be doing anything to me. See? He can't do anything.
Well, the flash is there. Okay, Pash Style very aggressive. Excali though with the classic. The only thing, oh, he's trying to get into the door, but he's been shut down. Just like pretty much this round has been shut down. Spike is in control of VL, and with this Byron coming in, could work out in their favor. Pasha with the stars, trying to bait him out. Maybe can use that gravitational well. Scally now has the suppression to deny him to use the utility, but doesn't really matter. Pasha's ready for that triple kill for him. And I gotta say, JN, he definitely baited himself a little bit out there. His teammates had a beautiful set piece, though. We had Hunter on the flashes. Peak came in from Buster and Pasha Sahil. They were ready to get those trades, and trades they definitely got. 2-0 is the scoreline, and Byron coming out of EXO. This is their chance to clap back.
This is what you expect from them, but at the same time, this is not what you want from them either. This is 2-0. Now it's gonna be the buy round. They need to bring this one back. If they don't, it's already done and dusted. Buster nearly got spotted out, but KO knife. But at the same time, Excali going in for such a KO blade. I kind of understand that the 0 point is going to give you information, but you need to be a little bit more creative because it can get destroyed and it has a pretty long activation time. They're not going to get any value out of that one ability, but it's fine. Now Hunter, he has a flash in his hand and he's playing purely off of that. Ooh, that was a good ability usage from his side, but still, Wimp, he just has a better gun. Nothing to really worry about, and now it's all up to Buster to try and survive this. Right around the corner, he's going to be trying to see if he can get himself a cheeky kill, but that's just not going to happen. Not just yet. JN gets himself an upgrade as well. So no longer on towards the side of a Marshall, but with the pick now in their favor, taking it slow and taking it steady. EXO, they're looking to enter on towards the A side, but it's not open just yet. They need one more kill to make this work.
Yeah, they definitely need an opening to sort of make their way into either side. We still have a lot of utility and a lot of players on both A and B. Mid push is not looking viable because we have Buster holding on to that, but it might be a B main entry. Buster, he's going to be pushing out a market. A flash will catch him off guard, and Excali is going to finish him off there. Beautiful pop flash to get that frag in there. Bullet is still inside the side. He has backup from JN. Can he land the transfer? Bullet is there to cover him, but goes! A double kill for him. Man advantage still very much in their favor. Pasha, oh, he's gonna actually get that frag, but from behind. What is happening in this matchup? I have no idea, but the trades and game in the ending there favored EXO. Side aims in the final frag. But if I'm being honest, VL, they shouldn't be that unhappy with that round because they got 4 frags, and that was the buy round for the side of EXO.
It was a buy round and the most expensive buy round that you can think of as well, because not only did they lose out on 4 guns, Kirito, they also couldn't get the spike plant. You gotta remember that.
Oh, yes.
400 credits is quite a lot when you consider that being an expensive buy round for you. A lot of them are not even going to be able to go in for full buys. Just look at them. A lot of them are being forced onto Spectres because they didn't get the spike plan down. So they have really broken buys, while on the other side, Team Valor, they have full buys to work with, other than Hunter, of course. Hunter bought himself a Phantom in that last round and he pretty much failed miserably with it, but it happens. Especially when you're on that breach, you're going to get caught out with the utility in your hand quite often.
Well, he has been suppressed. Oh, he didn't get suppressed. He tried to flash and slow down the entry, but no frags coming in their favor yet. Really well done entry from the side of EXO. Wimp actually using up the Swarm Knight to buy time. JN. Oh, he's so aggressive. Spots a player. Misses the shot. Dashes away. Aside does tag him down to half HP. But nothing else. No frag. Still a 5 versus 5. Wimpy though. Oh, he got predicted. Sends up the Swarm Knight to slow things down. He's concussed himself. Hunter's Free comes out. I didn't realize Bullet is gonna get a frag on the side. 4 versus 5. Scally is teaming up with Wimp over there to get this double frag. And Ghost with a double frag of his own. It's all on to Bullet. How is this round converted in their favor? Scally to finish it off.
Ooh.
And what a turnaround. 1 HP. He still lives.
Yeah, Excali doing Excali things, especially when he is playing on that KO. And with that here, ladies and gentlemen, 2-2 on the scorecards. A very beautiful start for Team EXO, being able to bring it all back. And in a way, this is pretty much what happened during the first initial map as well. It was a 2-0, and then it was an immediate turnaround from EXO as well. The start's pretty much the same. The storylines are beginning in the exact same format, but the thing is, plot twist could be coming in at any second. Because if Valor are able to pull off a thrifty here, could be in for an interesting but very bumpy ride.
A lot of aggression coming down from Buster. The turret will spot him out. And slow down this push, but oh! Did we?
What?
Oh,
What? Pasha?
Buster.
I was kidding about
Okay,
the thrifty.
okay.
I was kidding about the thrifty. But they took me seriously. I thought that the plot twist was not gonna happen, but did it just call something miraculous or something?
What just happened there on A main? We
Um,
might never know. But they have Spike right now, VL, and they have this beautiful setup. Wimp has to push through this smoke to get that Spike, and they have this awesome crossfire. There's no way he wins this. Obviously, there's a potential he's gonna push from B main, but now with that Swarm Nade, information is there. Pasha is gonna make some noise, but does he know that there's one more player, Buster, right on his right? He gets that first frag, but he's going for the peak, and
take the operator, man. Okay, nice. He's gonna be able to get it, dude. That scared me for a second, but once again, I was jokingly saying that, hey, maybe there's gonna be a plot twist in the storyline. Maybe we're not gonna get a slap in the face like every single anime that I ever watch in my entire life. And then suddenly, Team Valor is just like, hold my beer. Just hold my beer really quick. I'm gonna be making it all happen. And Pasha, he's gonna be the one, he's gonna be the connoisseur of this round.
absolutely.
Swings out, gets 2 beautiful kills on A main, and then sets up the pace for this entire round. EXO didn't even know what hit them.
I mean, I think they were as shocked as us, and they weren't able to adapt to that. Right now, we are going to see an aggressive entry from EXO. We see the KO ultimate coming in. Bullet still inside. He's trying to hold on, gets one frag on the side dreams. Spots the player jumping in. Scally so low, but he lives. And no trades are going to come in for versus 4 scenario. Still a lot of ultimates in favor of VL, as we see a Cosmic Divide. And even JN can go for the Blade Storm if he wants to. But they have a Cosmic Divide of their own. Operator still in play from JN. And there we go, the Cosmic Divide coming in from EXO. Trying to buy some time. The Chaos Mollies are actually going to do some damage. Slow down this retake, and Wimp holding a really good position in logs. Getting that frag Hunter with the trade. Is there another player? There is another player in B main though. Oh, he could get all 3. It could all come down to timing. Scally gets a frag on Pasha. 2 versus 2 scenario, and this B main player could be all the difference in this matchup. And there he comes, the peak from Ghost, and Excali with the finisher. When it's quite the opposite. Excali with the first frag and Ghost to finish things off, but we're gonna get the round in favor of EXO. 3 versus 3 to see the scoreline. The economy is gonna be a factor here right now.
Yeah, especially when the rounds are going back and forth like this. Once again, this is going to be a save round, and this time around, I don't think that the storyline's going to be shifted that much. If it happens again, man, I'm just going to walk away from this chair, and I'm going to be going on my phone, checking out the Amazon Great Indian Festival sale, because looking at all the prices like this, and then, you know, clicking the add card button, really does cheer me up a little bit after all of the heartbreaks that both of these teams are putting me through.
Oh,
But-
Wimp. Oh, he's caught.
Oh, he's gonna get caught out a little bit, but he's gonna be able to get out at the bare minimum. That's completely fine. Nothing to really worry about. But JN, he's
Oh,
not gonna
no.
be looking to his left. And Ghost, he just knows JN's tendencies. He's gonna be able to get that kill. Hunter, maybe just one frag, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get it. He doesn't have the good positioning for it. Instead, it's gonna be Sai being the one to shut him down. And Sai, what are these peaks, man? Ooh, this guy's just way too clean for his own good. Ghost is gonna be good for one. He goes and tries to go in for a spray transfer. He's not gonna be able to get it, but still spots out the player, knows exactly what's up. Going in for a couple of pop shots, goes in for a couple of jiggles. Maybe one kill, he's gonna be able to get it as well. But now he's at 5 HP in a dream, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
Yeah, he's gonna be hunted down eventually. He might get one frag out of sheer luck, if I'm being honest. And oh, luck just lost there. That was an open shot, and he just rushed into it. Now he's only 5 HP, and we have Excali coming up in his face. Oh, I got scared for a second there, if I'm being honest. But yeah, Excali, he's gonna land the shot in the end. 4-3 is gonna be the scoreline. And EXO, looks like they're hot on a comeback. VL, they are gonna be able to go for a Byron operator in the hands of JN, who's actually being kind of predictable, if I'm being honest. I mean, they're reading him so well. Each of these players from EXO, they know where he's gonna be aggressing from, they know where he's gonna be holding from, and they're taking the fight to him. And JN with his operator, if he doesn't hit those shots, if he doesn't hit the first shot, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. So he's definitely gonna have to squeeze some value out of the operator if he wants to make sure this investment isn't a waste. We're starting off this next one. Drone comes in and spots Jay, and he's gonna be holding on. What a mad lad. KO knife.
Oh, dude, you just don't do this. Just don't hold it like that. Man, this is what I was worried about. JN, I understand you have incredible reaction speeds, but to hold from that position, no, just no. You're gonna get spammed through a wall. You're gonna get taken down, and they're just being read like an open book at this point. Hunter gets a kill on towards the face of Excali at the bare minimum. This is going to be good for his part, but a good dash from Sai. He's going to be able to get out, but not for too long because Bullet is right around the corner. Gets a beautiful one tap down onto one. And now it's time for Blackhawk to shine. Will he be able to get a kill, though, is the real question. Pasha's going in for a couple of jump peaks. He knows exactly what they are. The mid position has been compromised, and now, on this 4 versus 3 situation, the one kill, just one, is what they need to try and equalize. And then they can go in for this execution. They haven't gone to A even once, but Team Valor, they're expecting an A hit, but they're gravitating towards the B side now.
30 seconds
Recon,
left.
with only 30 seconds on the clock, they have to assume this is going to be a B hit. And they are still holding us on market. They're taking their sweet time for this side, but that gives even more time for BL to set up for this positioning. We're going to see the gravitational wells coming in, not really catching anybody. They're going to let them walk into side and catch them off guard, I feel like. We're gonna see
People in
the breach
backside.
lines coming in. Asa, he's gonna get a frag, but no, the
Spike
trade is
down.
there from Ghost. He's
One
gonna find a
enemy
couple as
remaining.
well. Buster
Last
with the
player
trade.
standing.
1 versus 1 scenario. Can he get the spike down?
planted.
It was close, but he's gonna be able to do it. Killjoy versus Killjoy action here. He's gonna
Oh,
commit
he's
the
so
ultimate.
close.
He's gonna predict this, but a flick from Wim. All
Do the jazz
right.
hands. Do the jazz hands.
Rounds. Alright, we're not gonna see it. Unfortunate. But he's definitely jazzy after that round win, because it
Yeah.
was close, but I gotta be honest, Ghost played beautifully for that double kill. And Wimp just read the situation so well, aggressed on him while he was still not prepared, and that's gonna push VL back to another eco round, 5-3, and this could extend. This could be a 6-3 right now.
It's a good round for their side, and hey, this is why I always say you never count out a team as soon as they lose out the pistol. It's the buy rounds where it all really does matter. That's how you know the makings of a good squad. Ooh, that was a little bit too close from Comfort. Buster, his armor gets tagged down to absolutely nothing, and Pasha, he's looking for a little
still
bit more
going.
success. But that's just not what's gonna happen. Excali with that spray is gonna be the one to shut him on down. Good spray control from his part. Gets that first initial kill, and that's all that they needed. Buster, he's trying to play with fire. He's going in for the jiggles. He wants to go in for that kill. Goes in for that swing. Spots out one of the players. But they know they should not go in for this. Because if they do, this would end really badly for them. And Hunter just gets a freebie on towards the face of Excali. Good shot from his part. 3 versus 4 situation on the map. Can't get themselves a gun at the bare minimum. But that's all they're gonna get. Because B side's completely empty. And this is gonna be a plant and a possible... Yeah, it's pretty much an impossible retake. I wouldn't say if it's possible at all.
I mean, they're down a man. They don't have the weapons. And, you know, when you're feeling your aim, just like XOR, you might see this round not going in their favor at all. We're gonna see the smoke. They're being denied through utility, through gunfight. Hunter does find one. He's got a field goal after that one. JN
Oh.
finds the second one, but the trade has happened. He won't get the third. It's gonna be Wimp to deny it. Some damage has been done to the economy, but yeah, with the next round, I feel like the economy should be recovered. Yep, they're gonna be able to go for another buy, and if they continue this spree, they should be able to go on and extend the lead and make the economy to a really good standpoint. But keep in mind, VL again another buy round, JN again another operator. And you gotta wonder how many more times are they gonna throw this money at him? He's not really performing the way I feel like he should. I know he can, but it's just not happening today.
Yeah, on Icebox, I think that he just used up all of his flicks, and now on Ascent, he's having a pretty rough time. But we were talking about JN a little bit too early. But oh my god, Sai, you just cannot be serious. He's running around, he's flicking out, he's just hitting every single shot that he possibly can to get them this entry. Using all of the commotion being made by the Hunter's Fury as well, he gets a very forward position for himself, pushing himself down pretty far in. But oh my god, Hunter, you gotta say this guy just knows his lineups. He knows exactly where the Killjoy lockdown is gonna get placed, and he uses his Aftershock to go in for that kill. Pasha goes in for a little bit of a spray, tags out Blackhawk at the mere minimum, but he's not gonna be able to find anything more than that. 4 versus 3 situation on the map. Positions are strong when it comes out of the pole lines as well. Pasha's not gonna be clearing out the corner. Gets a freebie inside, gets a 4K with Wim getting the final kill on towards the face of Hunter as well. An absolute bloodbath of a round from the side of Team Exxon towards that B. They tried to go in for a retake, but Kirito, they got stopped before they were even able to start something.
Yeah, I mean, after that, you gotta wonder if maybe they should be hitting the A side more often, because all I'm seeing are B hits, and it's becoming really predictable at this point. Even if they're rotating to A, it feels like, I mean, EXO, they're doing such a good job on reading this. They're going for another bit of a force buy, and it's gonna get risky. I mean, they're not gonna have much money after this for the last round of the first half. I gotta feel, I mean, try out the A side a couple of times. Come on, guys.
That's what you call the storyline here, ladies and gentlemen. And oh my god, I love the KO knife sounds.
Wow.
Beautiful lineup from the side of Excali, but hey, that lineup's not really gonna be getting that much information now, is it? It's a good isolation angle, to say the very least, but they know for a fact that no one's playing from deep inside of sight. That's the only thing they're gonna be able to get out of that one play. But Ghost, I think he just fell asleep, man. That's what you call a
shot
fall
a bit
asleep
too
moment.
early. Yeah,
On
now
my
he's
screen,
gonna
he
get
just fell
aggressed
asleep.
on.
Oh, he actually still gets a kill. Not bad.
Okay, the flash coming from Excali, a beautiful one. He gets one, but Pasha's timing on that was really well. He tries to recover the weapon, but he manages to get the frag. It's all on to Wimp, and his position is on Hunter, jumping and weaving and dodging. He's gonna get that shot in with the Spectre, picking up a Phantom as well. They're still in this. They can make this a 7-5. They have money to go for a buy. So does EXO. So this is gonna be a bloody battle till the very end of this first half. And I feel like even if it's 7-5, side of VL, they can go a lot more aggressive. I feel like JN, he's in shining, but he can do a lot better with the agent selection he has on attack, especially when you have the Astra, you have the Breach as well. They can provide some really good information for him. We have even a secondary initiator, Sova, played by Bullet. And that could be really big for him. So he has to come alive in the next stuff, regardless of this scoreline. And he's being a bit too predictable. We see him die every time in mid, but Pasha Sahel, he's not missing his shots. Neither is Buster. 3 versus 5 early on.
Dude, these are so many repeating storylines. Once again, they should be able to do something about it. JN swings out, gets a beautiful kill on towards the face of Ghost. It's a 5 versus 2 situation and a possible 7-5 scoreline. Bullet's gonna be good for 1 kill. They know exactly where Sai is. Sai's gonna be good for 1. Pulls out the Blade Storm. This is still very much possible for him to clutch out.
Believe in the dream.
Yes, yeah. Just believe in the dream. Believe in Sai dreams!
Oh,
and he's gonna be able to dodge out the Rolling Thunder as well. He's in the best possible position. Pulls out his Operator. He needs to go in for the flick. He misses the shot though. Yeah, that's gonna cost him. It's already done and dusted. Hunter's not gonna be missing the final shot that he needs. And it's a team ace, ladies and gentlemen, for Team Valor to bring it all back, take it down to that 7-5 scoreline. And that's the thing. It feels like it's a story of Icebox all over again. Last time around, it was Team EXO being on that 5 scoreline, and now it's Team Valor. Possibility for a comeback, another 13-10 scoreline going in the favor of Team Valor. It could just happen, Kirito.
Yeah, they need to read EXO really well, just like they did on Icebox. We saw a really good defensive out coming out of them, and they just need to replicate that on Ascent. But yeah, Ascent and Icebox are completely different maps, completely different playstyles. Even the agent selections are not nearly the same. Regardless, I want to see a lot better performance from some of the players that are supposed to be getting these frags. And I'm looking at you, JN. I know I pointed it out a lot of times in the first half, but yeah, I just want to see him pop off so much. Because look at Side Dreams. He isn't popping off either, but he's getting those impact frags. He's been providing that support to his team as a duelist. He's doing the entry. He's brought down to 6 HP now, but Hunter, he's gonna get one up close, goes with the trade, the brought down to 50 HP, but Buster with the turret gets a frag. JN, he gets the opening, but Pasha with another one. It's all onto Blackhawk, sends the shock dart flying and connect, but his shot will not before brought to 38 HP and bullet to finish
Team
it
ace
off.
for a team ace.
Well, I mean, we're not seeing any individual aces for now, but team aces, we'll settle for those.
Hey, team aces are better than individual aces because ape strong together. You remember the saying, right?
Yep.
You always
I
got
hear it every day.
Hey, aim strong together is always a saying. You don't go in for individual plays, you go in for team plays, and that is exactly what Valorant should be. And the fact that they're able to go in for trades like this beautifully, this just goes to show that Team Valor, they understand that, hey, to take down Team EXO, we need to be going together as a roster, play for the trades, play for our positioning, and then use our entries to the best of its own abilities. But now, with the possibility of an eco round, I'm really afraid that Team Valor may just drop the ball, but Ghostie's going in for a massive dash of his own. Jade's gotta be able to take down two sides. Excali's gotta be able to take down another bullet on the background. Buster's gotta be able to shut down two as well. What just happened towards the side of mid?
He just gave it to them.
Just died in like 2 seconds. Yeah, if they gave it to them, it's completely fine because, hey, you gotta remember something. This is just an eco round. You wanna get this over with as fast as you possibly can. You should go in for a mad dash on the mid. But the mad dash on the mid did net you 2 kills, I guess, but it's kind of dangerous at the same time. Maybe a mad dash on A main, maybe a mad dash on B main could have gotten something a little bit more different, but I guess it works on the mid push. They just wanted to get it over with.
Maybe so. Maybe we could try to get a couple of frags here and there, but doesn't really matter. Moving on to the next one, we see Blackhawk with an Odin, a weapon we love to hate and hate to love. Excali though, he's gotten undercover into one. His position is no down, sending in a Molly. Now Hunter, he's finds the corner. Pixels, man, he still lives. Flash is there to go in for a peek, but the one way Pasha is gonna be able to get frag on Excali. Flash is gonna be there for Hunter to get himself out of position. Ghost, he gets one onto JN, but Hunter's there for the quick trade. No rotations just yet. They're gonna be coming in from through CT right now, but they can't deny the spike plant. Low HP on Pasha. No heals available for him, so he's definitely vulnerable to that big old chunk of a weapon that you like to call an Odin. So far, no frags. Oh, he got scared. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, at this point, I don't think that going in for a retake situation is going to be that good of an idea. They're not going to be able to survive for long. They don't have the information to work with either. The retake could work, but at the same time, they need to find it beautifully. People are under hell, going in for that spam. They're going to be good for 1 kill, but the spike timer's taking one down. There's no way they're going to be able to go in for the spike defuse completely. Wimp and Side, they're going to be able to go in for the kills, but there's not really a lot of time to work with whatsoever. Just get one more kill, maybe just find it out at the bare minimum. They're not even going to be able to do that. Both of them die as well in the process, so EXO, they take a big hit. Big hit when it comes down to the terms of their eco. Just look at them. They're being forced onto absolutely nothing.
I mean, obviously solo players love to play those LMGs in that B main area, but yeah, I mean, I think also one more thing I want to note. This is the first round in what? We've had 15 rounds. First round that we actually end with the objective being completed or denied. All the rounds have been absolute elimination. It's like they're playing deathmatch with no respawns. They're just going for the frags at this point. But finally, we are gonna see one round being won by the spike actually going off. Explosion happening. But Excali, he was caught in a hard position. JN, he won't be able to get the frag. The suppression is gonna disable all his abilities, but he's still moving ahead fearlessly like a jet. He should be. Excali, the flash coming in. He won't be flash. Sends a counter flash in there. Nothing happening. They're all just standing there right in front of the smoke. Jane, is he gonna go in? There's a smoke placed in front of him. The smoke is removed. He's gonna land the frag on Wimp, Ghost though gets a trade, but Bullet, he's there, he's still alive. Can we see more from Ghost? No, Pasha is gonna end him off. And it's again
Dude,
onto
what are
Blackhawk
these
with the
guys
Ares.
on?
I mean,
Spike planted.
it was a messy side take, but yeah, they made the most of it. They're able to get the spike down. And, well, they have the man count advantage as well. They know exactly where Blackhawk is now. This round is gonna go in their favor. Mistimed the spray, and there we go. 9-7 scoreline. VL re-establishing the lead. Are we gonna see a comeback repetition in both maps? Or we're gonna see the inside of Breach?
God, you gotta give our cameraman a little bit of props right there. He always has the best camera angles, and he's like, no. I don't deserve any props. But moving on down from that, like, when we consider the map of Ascent, we always say that this is a very defense-sided map. But the thing is, for Team Valor, it's a little bit more different for them. They have a breach on their arsenal. That breach allows you to make even a defender-sided map very attacker-sided. That's why breach is such a strong pickup on the map of Split. In Split, why do you need a breach a lot? Primarily because breach nullifies a lot of the advantages that the defense can have. But the thing is, if they're not using all of their utility to the best of their own abilities, then stuff like this is going to happen. Sai gets a freebie kill onto Bullet, which should not have happened when they have a double initiator based position. No one was clearing out mid, while Bullet was still holding something like this. That's a big mistake, and Team Valor, they could just lose their first round here on their own attacking side because of that one costly mistake.
Yeah, the lack of the Sova will make a side take, even a side defense so much difficult once they take control of the site. Having that recon is so huge, and I'm not sure the same level of info can be provided by Hunter's Breach. But yeah, they have rotated in, and they're making their way towards the mid area. This is beautifully read though by EXO. They're going to be rotating through CT to that mid as well. Blackhawk is going to be under a lot of pressure. He's trying to join Wim, but they're still going to be playing inside this B side to destroy anybody that tries to push in. Rotation is here from Excali and Ghost as well. Wimp brought under 58 HP. Blackhawk to get the trade by Hunter with another trade of his own. Wimp, Excali, they're all going to get the frag. It's all onto Pasha Style. He's 81 HP, but Ghost with the wall bang. It was a 1v3 regardless, and it's going to be a 9-8 scoreline. VL, the lead was there, but it's being closed down. EXO, they're slowly but steadily, reminding us that they're still in this. Still, economy is available for both sides. They can go for the buys, but you never know when that fateful round might happen where the whole game changes. It's hard to predict right now, if I'm being honest.
At this point, both of these squads are going back and forth, and once again, here though, it feels like the storyline is going to be happening. Exactly like Icebox.
Life is
Do
an
you
anime.
remember? Life is an anime, man. And hey, we're living in one, and I don't really mind that. But sadly, there's no girl in our anime.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I
just
wanted
the
to
two of
say
us.
that.
It's just the two of us. man.
We can compensate. We have the Amazon Great Indian Fest.
Yeah,
that should
that's
be
true.
better.
Like that doesn't happen in animes.
Yep.
That's the one thing in real life that you're gonna be getting, and hey, it's not gonna be coming back real soon. Just like Sai. Sai's gonna be coming back in the next round. He's not gonna be here anymore. Beautiful shot from Bullet.
Oh, big
And now-
nade though by Excali to
Ooh.
deny the entry. That's big. Bullet does make his way in though.
You should run.
Be able to get a good position now. Buster, he's gonna be the one to try and make a little bit of his own difference, but that lockdown's not in a good spot, man. Buster, positioning wise, the lockdown was a little bit off. He's not gonna be able to survive that. Just get spotted out as well. They know exactly where it is, but Buster, he's just drive-by his way trying to survive this situation. 4 versus 3 situation. Pasha's gonna be going in for a swing, but he's not gonna be able to survive for long. Hunter's gonna be going for 1 kill on that to trade, but still, like, Scally's gonna be the one to survive. Takes a kill on towards the face of Bullet. Hunter slowly going in for that lurk, goes in for that shot. He's gonna be able to find one. Buster gets another one up towards the side of Garden, but still Blackhawk with a free transfer. He's gonna be able to take down 2.
Didn't have ammo.
Blackhawk. Oh my god, down to the very last bullet. He's gonna be the one to survive. He's gonna be the one to take that 9-9 scoreline and get the clutch for his squad. Blackhawk, he's just built different in this situation. And this is why Team EXO, you never count them out, because these are the people that can bring in comebacks in a snap of a finger.
I mean, I feel like that round should have gone to VL. They got those 2 frags. It was all onto Blackhawk, and somehow he managed to land the spray transfer. I mean, oh god, you definitely are kicking yourself after that, if I'm being honest. So the round was yours for the taking, But VL, they just lost the lead. It's going to be 9-9 score, and their economy is barely afloat. They're even buying a Bulldog for Bullet. Scally's going to gather a lot of information. I think he only suppressed one. Yeah, he only suppressed one. He's trying to go in for the peak. He's playing really aggressively with this KO, which I love to see. But I feel like sometimes he needs to switch it up and be a little bit more dependent on his utility. Bullet from a very dangerous position goes for the drone. He has cover now as he discovers the player's positioning. Flashes are going to come in. Jane walking in. He's going to get one frag. Breaks the door. Excalibur, can he find a couple? He will. Bullet and Jane fall to him. 3 versus 4 scenario. And look at the amount of ultimates available for EXO. This side take is going to be really... I mean, they've taken it, but it's going to be really hard to defend it. Scally, he's gonna flick onto his head. He's not even stopping. Buster gets a trade onto Wim. But 3 versus 2 scenario. Pasha knows exactly where the players are on hell. Oh, he got taken out by Buster. 2 versus 2 scenario. He can be revived. But Buster's position is known. Will we see a revive me, Jet? Come on, make it happen. Buster gets one. There has to be a revive me, Jet, right now. There has to be. He needs to land this shot. Oh, he got taken out. Lands one up, protects away. Are we gonna see this? He's gonna put up a swarm raid on the side.
Well, no scope the guy.
Deny this, picks up a vandal now, misses the no scope. And oh, Buster denies it. Hello, am I alive?
No, you're not. Nope.
Okay.
You live like 10 minutes away from me, dude. I'm calling you the ambulance right now.
I need it, man. I need it.
This is not a place that you want to be here. Sai, that was an incredible quick scope. You just domed him down from the back of his chair. Probably his gaming chair broke as well. And he needs to go on down over to the Amazon Great Indian Festival to get a new one. But from that, 10-9, but that was such a close round. Buster pulled off a miracle with a 4K. I'm very sure he was shaking at his boots after his teammate died like that to an operator. Sai on this Jet, man. He is absolutely insane. Getting every single impact frag in the book. Sai's looking for one more, but he still dies out in the process. Ooh, the caster's curse is gonna be one of those things that you don't want to see, but goes. He's gonna be the one to go in for a kill down onto one. Blackout's right around the corner, goes in for a couple of pop shots. I'm gonna be able to go in for that kill, but he's gonna be able to find one more. He turns around, but he's not gonna be able to survive for long. Jane instead is gonna be the one to shut him down almost immediately. 3K for JN. Bullet with 1, but that's all that he's gonna get. Bullet's gonna run on away, try and save his gun at the bare minimum. Scally flashes himself by accident, but it's fine.
Feeling it. He's feeling it.
Yeah, he's just running around, man.
Dude, Amazon Great Indian Fest better have some pacemakers on sale because I'm about to need one. Scally, he's only got a Spectre. He knows information that JN should be around that B main. He's going out of the smoke. Still has this. I mean, Spectre isn't a bad weapon to have in this scenario. But oh, JN! What are you doing? What are you doing? You know, that's Scally there. He's not going to be letting you go that easily. He's going to be sending in a molly. Trying to get some exit frags, but no, Pasha is there to cancel him out. Headshot right in the head. And 11-9 is the score. And I thought EXO might bring the pain back with a couple of rounds that they took. But yeah, it's still very much in favor of VL. Hopefully they don't choke right now just like they did in the last round. Hopefully they're gonna keep the communication stable. Hopefully they're gonna keep the momentum in their favor. And we might go to the third map. It's still a bit too early to predict, but you never know.
Dude, at this point, how much more can you even do to try and bring this one back? Positionally, you can already see they're feeling themselves, but Excali, a little bit too much damage being done on the his part. And Excali, he needs to try and survive this. How much more can he survive? He's gonna get caught out as well. Position revealed, and the shots are gonna be taken here as well. You can already see that it's pretty much done and dusted. 3 versus 5 situation.
You have a lockdown.
They also have a lockdown for the side of the attack.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be interesting to see. It's still a 3 versus 5, but I want to see how this goes.
I don't think this is gonna happen. It's better to go in for a save. You don't have money.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
You just need to run on away. Yeah, it's absolutely horrendous. They need to save these 3 guns if they want to have any chance of trying to win out and try and force this onto an overtime. The fact that Team Valor just turned it all around, Kirito. It's insane.
I mean, EXO, they got a couple of rounds. They got some really good rounds, in fact, but they just couldn't carry on the momentum. Valor, with this aggressive pushes. And I feel like I need to see a lot more value out of some of the utility. I mean, Wimp, the KJ is such a good agent here. Ghost needs to coordinate with the Killjoy and get some really good setups coming in. I'm not seeing the same from VL, but yeah, individually, Pasha and Buster, they're popping off. Their utility is great. But right now, I mean, Ghost and Wimp, they are the sole defenders right now. I mean, this combination is so good at holding on to these sites, it's denying entry. I'm not seeing that yet, and I want to see it, but we might have to wait for the next map. For now, it's going to be a really messy buy for EXO in the match point final round. We are definitely going to Haven after this. The possibility is there. Side Dreams holding on, sees the gun barrel. He's waiting for it. He's counting. He's just like, come on. Give it to him. Give him the peak.
I know you want to. Go and check out the sales right now. Otherwise, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, that's exactly what Buster's doing. That's why he's not moving at all.
Yeah.
His position will be revealed, and now he knows he's walking away. Oh,
This is...
Hunter.
Oh, no, he's back.
He's back.
He's back.
He's returned.
Oh,
yeah, there we go. You didn't check the sales.
Oh my god, JN. He just walks in and he's gonna be able to get that first initial kill. JN, he's looking for more. He's gonna be able to shut down another one. The flashes are gonna be so beautiful as well. Excali's trying around the corner. Flash is gonna be there, and it's gonna be Excali to try and take this one down and send it over to a 12-10 scoreline. Huntersphere has been popped. Doesn't really find anyone though in Blackhawk. Huntersphere needed to get some information at the bare minimum, but still positions were not clear. Pasha's gonna be going in for the wall as well. A little bit of an off-put wall, I would say, but it's completely fine. Nothing to really worry about. They still have positions to work with as soon as they jump down. Utility is being thrown, and the retake is now on with the spike timer ticking down.
Yeah, they have only one player inside. He needs to get this frag. Hunter's position will be revealed, and we're gonna see the suppression actually visually showing where he is. Excali inside. They're gonna get two frags of their own. Oh no! This could have all changed. He's going for the so low. He has to deny it. Excali's taking it. Gets the denial. Time, I think there is. There's more than enough time. Oh, it was so close. So close. They could have ended it right there.
Oh, he got the half defuse. He got the half defuse. Oh my god.
The timing on that. If he got the frag on the first initial peak where he wide swung that and tried to get the frag on the person trying to defuse the bomb, tried to delay it, but yeah, it just didn't work out. The timing was just a bit off. But he didn't really miss by too much. But one thing you gotta wonder though, I mean, EXO on Icebox, they come back. The comeback that they did was not as close as this one, but it was a comeback nonetheless. And I gotta feel a bit nervous for Vale over here. That round might be the last ounce of fuel they need in their tanks to bring it back. But yeah, still match point. They're gonna have to take it to overtime before any of that happens.
This is gonna be an interesting one for sure. The way that they're moving down here. Positionally, it's gonna be a lockdown being placed by Buster. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be strong. And Hunter, he should be able to break it, but he doesn't want to go in for it. But no, he's not going to be able to break it. There's a wall straight up behind it. They're just not going to be able to find it. Blackhawk misses out on that spray. Jane's going to be the one to shut him down instead. Flashes are going to be good, though, from Excali to try and hold down the fort. Wimp is going to be the one to get a kill on towards the face of Bullet, but still not going to be able to survive for long. Wimp's going to be good for a second. Takes it down to a 3 versus 3 situation. Excali pops his own ultimate, gets a little bit of information, but still, he has a Vandal and not a Phantom. He's going to die out to Hunter, who has the better gun.
Where you can see the spike pan going down. JN's gonna the frag onto Wimp, and it is actually a 1 versus 2 and all on the side. And there we go, JN. One blade, one shot in the head to make it happen for his team. 13-10. It got a bit intense in those final stages. I'm gonna be honest. It definitely took my heart for a spin. Guys, come on, you can't be doing it to us. It's just playing with my mind right now. I'm gonna need some insane checkups on my heart, but yeah, hopefully it's gonna cool down right now. We have a break, but before that, let's go back to the match analysis and see what actually happened in that matchup, because it's gonna be a long one if I'm being honest. We're going to Haven, so yeah, let's soak in all the information so that we're ready and prepared for the third one.
So let's head on over to the match highlights to get a much more in-depth analysis of this entire matchup here. Because right off the get-go, man, I didn't expect this to go this long. Like, I thought that, yeah, Team Valor, they're going to be able to do it, but at the same time, it's going to be pretty difficult. Because the way that Team EXO were playing, it gave me that sense that, yeah, Team Valor, they're going to take this. Then Team Exo, they were like, nope, we're not going to be giving them this. We're going to be making a massive turnaround play of their own and showcasing exactly why we love this map in particular. This is their home pick, by the way. This is the map of Team Exo. And just as I always stated, especially when it comes down to Valorant and when you're watching the Esports Club, it's always going to be 3 games. That's my luck as a caster. And this is our luck whenever we are hosting a TEC event. It's always going to happen. Like the team that picked out their own map, they're going to lose there. And then the team that picked the opposition who picked their own map, they're also going to lose, and we're going to be heading on down over onto the deciders every single time. It feels as though all of these teams, they know exactly how to play their opposition's best map, but they don't know how to play their own. This is how it feels like every single time. Team Valor, did you see their strategy? With that breeze, they were playing it so beautifully. Every single flash, timing from Hunter and JN, the push was so good. The communication was absolutely incredible. You just cannot make this up, Kirito, the way that they're able to do all of this. I'm amazed by the level of coordination that Team Valor showed in this one. I was really afraid after what happened on Icebox, but here, this was just not the case on the map of Ascent.
Yeah, Valor definitely turned things around. I mean, they were a completely different team. Their communication was much better. And in the first stages, I was feeling a bit nervous. It wasn't looking that good. The fraggers weren't fragging. We're not seeing the best of utility from them because they weren't looking that strong compared to EXO. But yeah, on the second half, we just see JN popping off with the jet. We had great support from the others as well. The initiators performed really well and great utility, great communication overall. The trade game was absolutely beautiful. And I mean, even though the rounds were close, even though we had clutches like this from Dreams, I mean, overall, you gotta give it to them. It was a really good transformation. And I feel like after that win, the confidence went from a 0 to 60 real quick. And they're definitely going to be ready to raging on to the third map, that is Haven. And that's good news for you too. Not so, I mean, not much of a good news for us because we're going to have to directly go in, but we're having no breaks. We're going in straight to the map of Haven. And hopefully you're all ready for that because it's about to be an insane one. But one more thing that I'm not really ready for is aggressive. Do you want to do it or should I do it? You know, just do it.
Dude, you're never ready for anything, but do you know what I'm gonna be ready for all the time? And I'm gonna be
personally,
ready
I wasn't
and
ready for
waiting.
this. I wasn't ready for this, guys. Just saying.
No, you gotta be ready for this because this is time for my segue for our beautiful sponsors at Amazon and the Amazon Great Indian Festival sale. Are you ready for that? You're expecting it as well because, hey, the Amazon Great Indian Festival is where all the incredible deals are at. Links down below in the description. Just click on it once, man. You don't even need to type the word Amazon in. It's that simple. Go and check it all out. Like, did you see Buster? Buster, he was checking out the Amazon Great Indian Festival sale on his phone and he was able to survive size operator for a pretty long time. And as soon as he clicked away from it and then checked on inside of the game, that's when he did die. Don't make the same mistake as Buster. Make sure to go on towards the Amazon Great Indian Festival sale. Check out all the incredible deals that we have set up for you down below. It's all there. It's not going to be coming back for over a year now, so you don't want to miss out on any of that. I didn't miss out on it. I got this incredible mic, and you can hear my beautiful voice in much more of an HD quality. I'm gonna make sure that Kirito gets one for himself as well, and possibly a better camera as well down the line, because he needs one for sure, man. But
yeah,
in a way, this is going to be the storyline now being set for the map of Haven. We are not going to be going into any breaks. We want to get straight into the action because you got to remember that these two teams, they've been playing for a really long time. And because of a lot of the delays that we did have going into the third map, it's going to be an interesting one because now it's a marathon. This feels like a 5-map game. Backs against the wall for both of these teams. The map of Haven. I don't know, dude. It feels like Haven is a good map for both of these squads, but statistically, they both have the same exact win rate pretty much. They're both at a 60 to 65%. They win out on this map, they also lose out here as well. And I don't think there's a better map than Haven for something like this.
I mean, what a way to end it, man. On the map of Haven, we have 3 sites, we have 3 matches, best of 3 series, and it's gonna be a really insane one to say none the least. Because both teams, after that third map, they have to be feeling confident. Because after the match like this, you just don't want to give it away, do you? You want to give it your 200%. Make sure that all the hard work that you put in the last 2 maps doesn't go to waste. All the time that you put in into getting ready for this matchup is not going to waste. So Hopefully, we're gonna have an insane match. Hopefully, we're gonna have a great ending to this series because it's been a long. It feels like a couple of days, if I'm being honest. But yeah, regardless, we're waiting for the agent selection to be done. But speaking of Haven aggressive, we did talk about this at the beginning of the stream. But again, what agents do you want to see from each side? We see the selections are already there. But what are your thoughts on that?
I really do want to see that Breach pick up once again from the side of Hunter, because Breach on Haven, I was an advocate of the no Breach club on Haven. Like, I was a president pretty much, you could say. But now I've stepped down from that. I've joined the fan club of Breach on Haven. I want him all the time here, especially after the recent changes to Sky. And do you know what else I want in my life? I want the Amazon Great Indian Festival to come back even sooner, right after it ends, so that I have a little bit more time to get myself a better headphone down the line. But hey, the sales are already here for you guys. Even if I don't have the money on me, I'm pretty sure you guys do back at home. Make sure to check out the Great Indian Festival sale. All the links down below in the description. But moving on back to the point that I was trying to make, the thing is that Breach is a strong pickup now, primarily because he adds a little bit more ease of use in comparison to the Sky. With Sky, you need to worry a lot more about how you're gonna flash, when you're gonna flash, but it's different now than it ever was for Breach. With the positions being primed and a possible C-test execution on the cards. Oh my god, Team EXO, they're going in for a full-scale rush and they're just waiting for this one flash to go in.
Yeah, the execution is there. First frag in favor of Pashail, but he's going to be traded by Ghost. Buster is still standing inside. He has support from Bullet. He's going to get a one frag. JN as well, getting the trade. They're just defending this side from backside so easily. And the rotation came in. There was a really good communication play coming out from their side. They all rotated in time, and Bullet and Buster held on just long enough for the cavalry to arrive. And the site was theirs in control. And they're going to win the first round in the end, being able to go for the buys in the next one. We're going to see a couple of Spectres pop in. Jane with then Marshall. We want to see him pop off with that because obviously it's going to be a save for EXO. They tried to go for that force buy in the first map. I'm pretty sure they could do it now if they want to, but yeah, they're not going to be risking it. If they got a Spikeman down, maybe they'd have enough money to do that, but yeah, they're going to be sticking to a hard eco. No armor, just classics. But regardless, we're moving on. We're going to see a lot of action in that mid area. Early dink onto Wim from Hunter. He's going to be using those flashes to slow down these pushes. Recon is there to buy some information, but none found. Buster's going to be taking his place instead, holding on to the B main. Has support from Hunter and JN. They're going to be going for that peak, making sure Buster goes unnoticed. JN with a shot on the side dream. Anyways, and we're going to see the first frag in their favor. They're moving towards garage where Buster is creeping in an eye. He sees the camera. The tripwire is there as well. Now Pasha Haley has to defend this side as players arrive. Scally with the first frag. Oh god.
That was a freebie kill and a half, dude. He just jumps on it. He's gonna be able to go in for that kill, but can I just talk about something?
What?
Why is Excali playing a Sova?
Oh wait. Let me
wait a minute. I didn't notice this initially. Excali's playing so.
Alright. Interesting. I mean, Cyrene did perform really well with the Jet. Excali's initiator game was good, but yeah, he has to convert that from a KO to a Sova now. Which is asking a lot, but yeah. It's happening, guys.
I have no
only
idea.
Only in the Amazon Great Indian Fest.
Yes, only here on the Esports Club at the Amazon Great Indian Festival. You gotta remember that this is where all the storylines are set, and I never thought I would live to see the day where Excali is gonna play us in a professional level game, mind you.
Oh, JN, dude, what is he doing?
He just does not care.
He just moved up that A main and destroyed Wim. But meanwhile, we are going to see the side being taken over here on C. Siding with the first frag on Pasha Hill. Buster's there to take the trade, but Blackhawk's going to get the refrag. Rotation is being done by JN. He's all the way in the A side there. Oh, Bullet trying to send that shock dart in, but a little bit too aggressive. The Hunter. He has a gun, doesn't he? Yeah, he does have a Marshall, but yeah, with the Ghost, trying to find someone. So holding on to the Cubby, there is Ghost there. But yeah, they have everything they want for this postman. How can they win this? BL.
Oh my god, goes straight through the concussive blast. He's still gonna be the one to go in for that kill. Excali on that lurk on that Sova is gonna be the one to take that kill on towards back end as well.
No,
being able to shut down Hunter. And with that, that's 2-1. But at the same time, that was a bonus, so now it's going to be the time for the buy round. Will they be able to do anything with the buy round, though, is going to be the real question.
Indeed, they're gonna have the rifles in their hands. Meanwhile, operator for JN, we did see him pop off there with on the defensive half. So, no, not in the offense actually, in the attacking half of the last map. So I want to see more stuff like that from him, but this time on Haven, he has a lot more room to play with the operator. You can play with the op almost on all sites. You do need to be able to have a little bit of support. You need to land those first really crucial shots in. But yeah, that's a gamble that JN is willing to take. Meanwhile, Buster, he's going to be keeping his eyes on the garage. He just spot the Jets. iDreams, he's caught in the act. And Wallbang, oh, did they connect onto Buster?
Buster's at 33 HP, not much that you can do here.
Zero
because
now.
of his low HP. He gets taken out. Blackhawk, good shots from his side, but now it's time for JN to shine. JN on this operator. You need to go in for a kill, man. You need to find something here. He's just not going to be able to get it. Sai pushes himself up pretty far in towards the angle of B main. Maybe he can just walk right in as well. Good recon bolts being given as well. JN, he's holding such a tight corner. He's not going to be able to find one kill. He misses both shots, and now he's going to be paying the price for it with his own life. Hunter gets a kill on towards the face of Blackhawk in some way, shape, or form.
Missing.
He got for one. JN's not going to be missing the second shot. Oh my god, Sai's still going to be able to survive. He's still going to be able to go in for a kill. 7 HP and a dream. Not going to be able to survive for long. Sai's going to be the one to take him out with a classic slap to the 40. And with that, Ghost is going to be able to final one onto Pasha as well. Oh my god, this round was way too close for comfort. A lot of whipped shots and a lot of questionable plays being made, but right at the very end, hey, if one of the teams is able to get the round, that's what matters.
I mean, dude, B takes in Haven are either really good or they're really messy. And I feel like it was the latter one on that last stuff, but it's going to go in favor of X, so they're going to bring it to an equalization. They might take the lead here as well, because they're on an eco. They're going to have 3 sheriffs and a couple of classics in their hands. Meanwhile, Blackhawk is ready with those fault lines. He's ready to create some room for his team. But Side Dreams with the operator takes the first frag onto Pasha, and that's going to open up the C side. We do have players in garage and backside now rotating in, and they're going to be falling back. There was a pretty solid fake there. They're able to pull those 2 players. They're even pulling JN off the A side. I mean, if Bullet over here dies, the rotation will be quick, but they won't reach there in time considering how far they have actually peeled off from that A side. A is looking really viable right now, but it looks like they want to do that B hit again. It's going to be a little bit difficult considering that even in eco weapons, the B side is going to get a bit chaotic. They might lose some players, but yeah, they're still going for it. Buster, oh my god. His life flashed before his eyes there.
For another swing! He's not going to be able to go in for that kill, though. Poor old Buster. He wanted to go in for something ambitious. Gets caught out in the back end because he didn't have a good enough gun for it. Wimp and goes. They're going to be able to couple of kills for themselves. Wimp gets a final one. Doesn't want to give anything away towards his buddy Sai. Now that he has his lockdown, and 4 ultimates, by the way, available for the side of EXO. They're looking quite strong, and they can easily go in for an execution of their own. No ultimates whatsoever on the side of the defense, but they're pretty much 1 point away from the Rolling Thunder, and as soon as that Rolling Thunder comes online, a snap of a finger, and everyone's going to be flying up to the sky.
I mean, Sirim's flying regardless. He's already got 4 frags in, and he's willing to go for more with that operator in his hand. So we might see some flying regardless. Haven's not the most vertical of maps, but Buster, okay. WK is his way up to him, gets a shot in, does get traded. But that's a Sentinel down there, and that's going to be pretty big impact on the side of EXO. So they're going to have to watch their flanks now, because there is no utility to provide that cover for them. Postmans are going to be difficult as well, because the Killjoy Swarm Nade is just such a useful tool to defend the spike from being diffused. But Side Dreams! Bullet just reveals his shoulder there, and Side Dreams is going to take that frag any day of the week. And the side is going to be A side. Spasha is going to be setting up for it. But I don't think he can defend it for too long, because the amount of players that are surrounding that side right now. Yeah, there's no denying that the A side is definitely lost.
It's just not happening. Not like this. Ghost is right around the corner. Maybe he can find something for himself. But now, what do Team Valor even do? they just look away, run on away maybe because they need to save their guns. There's no way to go in for this retake, not against 4 players who still have their ultimates available. Astral Wall is there, a lot of Astral utility still on the cards as well to work with. So now they just wait.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, we do see the utilities coming in. JN is gonna dash in, executed by Ghost Excalibur to follow up on the Pasha and Hunter with that operator. He's just gonna be running away. They do realize that he's trying to save it, and they're on the hunt for Hunter. Can he save that operator? Oh, that was a nice shot though onto Ghost. He's still trying to find more, but they're wrapping around him. He needs to move quick. He needs to stay out of their crosshairs. If he can find this frag onto Scally, he will, but oh, side drains, let him live. And he will live. The operator is saved. Not their economy though. The economy is definitely gonna be a bit on the doozy side, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, poor old Hunter. He's gonna be able to save out a gun for his teammate, but for himself, yeah, that's just not gonna happen. There is a possibility that JN could just give him a buy for a Bulldog at the bare minimum, but I don't think that Hunter even wants that. It's like telling JN, it's completely fine. I'm giving you the operator. I'm letting this entire round ride on your shoulder. We'll still have enough to go in for a proper buy in the following round, even if we go in for a ready broken buy here. It's completely fine. Nothing to really worry about. I'm here for the team. I'm not here for myself. Hunter is just that selfless of a guy.
Well, you know, being the breach, support should be one of his main objectives in this round. Bucky won't find side dreams. I mean, there was a time when I used to play the Bucky a lot. It was obviously when it was really buff and really overpowered. But yeah, right now it's not the best
overpowered, man. It was not overpowered. It was not.
It was. I mean, at my hands, it was. It's not my fault. I'm doing good with the Bucky.
No. I love the Bucky. It was really strong for one-shot kills, but we'll talk about that later. Like, I always fight you about the Bucky. The judge is overpowered. There's no way to counteract it.
I mean, yeah, the judge is broken. The judge is press left click to win.
Yeah, just hold it down and go. Brrr. But
oh, somebody clip that noise.
No.
New mic noises.
This new mic gives me too much power, especially when it comes down to the noises I can make. But
the power that they're feeling right now. This side take on C. Blackhawk's gonna be sending a lot of utility towards their way. So will Wimp. They're gonna be dashing in. Pasha with the first back. Jane with the follow-up. The counter. Breach out is gonna come in. He's gonna use his own teammate. Okay. And Exo
give him a little bit of a ride. Push him forward. Being like, go teammate, go! Go kill them!
Yeah, but Exo been denied this entry. Pasha gets the frag. Side is the one tap with the Sheriff though. But yeah, that's all. Finding no time to go into the side. They're rushing towards him. He's gonna find one more. Third, no. Bullet is gonna come in and I am any chance. But yeah, some economic damage is done. No, I don't think it's gonna affect them too much. Yeah, it didn't really affect them that much. They can go for the buy easily. But Exo, after all the time they took to set up for that C, they were absolutely denied. And I gotta give credit back to Hunter. Man, that counter breach ultimate definitely worked out.
This is how it goes from time to time. This is how it all begins. Good round from the side of Team Valor to try and take the lead back onto their own favor. You can already see another pause has been taken. Slow things down, take a breather. And Exo, they can try and figure out what exactly is going on. The primary thing that I'm not really seeing is a lot of utility usage being in proper conjunction with another. Yeah, I'm not saying that Excali's not doing his job. No. He's just having a really hard time trying to coordinate with his teammates. The thing is, switching up agent lineups like this is just questionable because Excali, he's an incredible duelist player. Yeah, he can play an initiator like KO because KO is pretty much a pseudo duelist. You can treat him like a Phoenix and he's still going to be good. But to play a Sova, to know the timings of your teammates beautifully, that's not how it goes. It feels like they're off sync in the way that they're doing a lot of these executions, and if Valor is able to pick up on the missing beats, they're going to be able to cut in a matter of seconds. That's kind of what happened in the last round. They tried to go in for a fast rush on the C, but the timing of the utility just wasn't there.
Indeed, they definitely need to properly utilize that initiator utility a lot better. And sometimes they really need to counter this aggression that EXO are putting up over here. Just look at, I mean, how fast did they enter into that side? We still have more than 1 minute left and they're already putting up so much competition for this A side. Blackhawk trying to find an opening to use up his utility. Will find Buster to push him out of position, but he has some cover to work with. Side Dreams is going to be pushing up. Oh, he's actually going to get shot because of that headshot from Buster. Hunter with the follow-up, but Excali, they're all going to clap back. What is happening? It's brought down to
I
a 2
just
versus
see
2.
red and blue, man. I only see red and blue on my kill feed and just blood flying all over the place. That's how fast that round was. And at this point, Hunter, he's looking for one more kill, but Blackhawk, he's playing it cheeky, gets a little bit of damage, spots out one of the players. They don't even need to look at Heaven. Ghost is going to be good for one kill, and come on, Blackhawk. Just one kill. He's pulling himself out as that bait. He's allowing Ghost to be the dagger in the night to kill everyone almost in a matter of seconds. Gets a 2k for himself and Ghost. He's going to be good. He's going to be able to take it all away, bring it all back onto their own side, but at the same time, they really wanted Blackhawk to just get one kill. If he got one kill, you would have had his Rolling Thunder, making this execution a lot more simpler. Yeah, he can get himself an ultimate point. I know, but it's really dangerous to go in for the ultimate points. You know that as well, don't you, Kirito?
Yeah, and especially on Haven, all the ultimate points are just so much attacker sided, if I'm being honest, and it's so difficult to actually fight for those. You can try and provide some cover with the jet smokes or even maybe an bit of an Astra utility, but for now they're gonna have to settle with a frag or maybe something else. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they do have some weapons to work with. Side Dreams again with that operator holding on to that A short. We do have on that A short Buster. Can he bust some heads? Can he bust that operator up? Is the question, but he's going to be holding his ground. Knows that there's an operator still in play. Doesn't want to give away any unwanted frags. Meanwhile, Hunter trying to hold on to this B side. Not much pressure is being dealt there by the side of XO. But with his own drone, Side Dreams will be tagging him regardless. Does he want to go for the Fury? That would be a good frag, but again, maybe it'd be better suited to use in the post-plant scenarios. Buster also switching up positions, and now, I mean, no really opening for the side of XO. Where are they gonna go? They haven't really made a decision yet. Looks like it's gonna be the A side. Hunter's Fury popping up, allowing Buster to push up because it's creating some room, some separation among these players. He's gonna find one onto Blackhawk. There's one more player close. He's gonna use up the cage to provide some cover. Top guard won't hit him. He's hiding. He's gonna fall back. Oh, he could have done so much more there, but doesn't matter. He's still in that sewer position to do some more damage. Can he do it more? No, he's gonna back. Bullet. He doesn't find anything. Buster's also tagged up. Hunter is here to provide support, but he's all alone now. Gets one, but Side Dreams with the trade with an operator. 3 versus 2. Jay and Pasha, they're rotating.
They're gonna be able to push themselves up, but Sai right around the corner. He's not gonna be missing that shot. Jane gets taken out in a matter of seconds. Pasha, maybe he can do something. Maybe he can get one kill, but that's all that he's gonna get. This is a 3 and 6, and there's nothing that they can do to change it. And once again, I think that Buster, he needed to be aggressive there. He needed to find himself an advantage because there's no way they would have been able to hold down onto the side. Pasha's gonna be good for one, but this is where it all ends. They know exactly where he is.
With Side Dreams though, one bullet. If he misses his off shot,
he doesn't miss.
Never mind. Sorry, I doubted you, Side Dreams. Apologies. Please accept them. But yeah, we're gonna see 3-6 scoreline coming in favor of XO, and we might even go for a 3-7 because the economy of VL isn't looking good. And I mean, we never know with this matchup. It's just going so unpredictably. But overall, VL, they are bringing these, but overall they're not able to actually read the rotations really well. They're not properly bolstering up the sites where the side of XO are actually going, and I feel like the utility there is really weak. So overall, good props to XO for actually making those decisions really well. And right now they have this huge gap to work with. They have a pretty good economy, and they can extend this now with this save round from VL. So who knows, when coming the second half, they could be sitting really comfortably on defense with a pretty big lead.
This is how it's gonna be going down most of the time here, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout has been taken, and Valor, they need to figure something out immediately. Yeah, you can say that, okay, they're on their own defensive side. It's just a couple of rounds. Try and get a 7 and 5 and just roll with it. But to reach that 7 and 5 with the side of Team EXO being on the attack, it's not easy. Especially if Sai is able to make this operator sing this beautifully. Positionally, they're just in the better spot. Positionally, they're able to do a lot more here, but what is exactly going wrong? 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 What is exactly like try and figure it out here, Kirito. What do you think is the primary flaw for Team Valor? Because in my eyes, I feel as though Team Valor, they're giving away a lot of individual 1v1s instead of trying to go in towards the map together as a roster to gain information as well as map control. They're losing out on so much map control that stuff like this is happening. Like JN going all alone, he had no one behind him. No one to go in for a trade. And yeah, I understand. You could just say that, hey, this is an eco round. Why are you saying that they should have gone in for trades? Because it could be so much better. Excali's going to be able to shut down Buster as well. Buster's in the same position that he was in the last round. And things are just falling apart because there is no strategic diversity from Team Valor seemingly.
Yeah, the strats are definitely very monotonous, they're very repetitive, and I feel like EXO, they're just having a field day on reading it. Hunter does find one, but he's brought on 2 HP, and Siren's gonna land the headshot with an operator. It's all on to Pasha Sahel. And, I mean, what else can he do right now? He's surrounded from all sides. We also have a flanker coming in the form of Wimp. He might land a headshot over here if he's lucky, but you know, Pasha, I mean, I'm sorry I doubted you again. Sorry, apologies for that. But yeah, it's gonna be a 7-3. And I feel like, yeah, as you said, the 1v1s, they're not really winning those. And Valorant, you usually don't take 1v1. Even if you take a 1v1, you have a player behind you. You have some utility to go in before that. You don't take these dry fights. You don't go for the dry peaks. You want to have some sort of information or some support before taking that fight, because you want every advantage you can, right? In this professional scene, you don't want to take any risk like that. You can take risks, but not as often as VL are doing. And I feel like the risks, they aren't calculated enough. It's more like they're just going for it. Buster walking up like that. He's lucky to land one, but the trade is eventual. Hunter as well is up there. He's gonna be tagged a lot, and the fight is being taken to him. He's trying to run to cover. Not much he can do. Excali is gonna land that shot any day of the week. Bullet coming in from the flank, but beautifully read by Blackhawk. I think he heard him initially. I'm not sure, but it's all down to Jin and Pasha Sahel again. Yeah, I mean, their playstyles are so different. We have some of these players just walking up there. And we have JN and Pasha Sahel now. They're just holding back. They're just waiting. And it's brought down to a 2 versus 3. Which could have been a 3 versus 3 or a 4 versus 3 if they played a little bit more together. But Jin lands one shot. That gotta feel good. Pasha's on the flank as well.
Oh, dude, Pasha doesn't know.
Oh, that was scary.
Oh my god, my heart. Nothing to really worry about, JN. Now you're gonna be playing with my heart as well, just like she did. But moving on down from that, ladies and gentlemen, JN, he's still holding down the 4-tier baby. Oh my god, he misses. And oh my god, Excali, come on, man. This is not how it goes. The shots were so clean, but JN, you needed to hold it wider. You didn't even have a dash to work with. It's all or nothing. Angle hold from JN, he was just too scared. He gets caught out and gets taken out as well. 0 it. I don't know, man. 3 and 8 on the scorecards, and Team Valor, they're just losing rounds where they should win. JN, that was not a good operator angle for you whatsoever.
Dude, I mean, yeah. I feel like even JN was thinking that, okay, I got this. He's low on HP. My teammate gave the call out. I know exactly where he is. I have the spike. I should be able to hit this shot. He hit a couple of really good shots there. And even after seeing that positioning, I was feeling optimistic that, okay, maybe he's going to hit this shot. Maybe we're going to see an 8-4 going into the next half. But no, for now, it's going to be 8-3. They're going to have to win this last round to get that 8-4 scoreline. But EXO, look at this map controller. I'm not even sure if they want to push B or C. They can even go to Garage from here. They've established so much. And the B side is going to be really difficult to take. But considering how much utility they still have left, how many ultimates they still have left, they can easily turn this to a 7-3. Sorry, a 9-3 going into the second half. And right now, I mean, VL as well, they're confused. They don't even know where the side of EXO are. They want to go out aggressive and try to get some information, but yeah, look at the fake being sold. They've already to A, and there's only one player, Pasha Sahil, holding on to C. We have the Cypher camera there as well to give him some information, but with that breach ultimate coming in, Pasha, how long can you live? Under Furiza, he will be hit, tag, everything is thrown at him. Side dreams, he's gonna be hit as well with the concussion. Retake is immediate, and I don't know what's going on here, aggressive.
This is what you call the Team EXO effect. They're just all rushing in. They're all revealed. They're all like glowing darts in the night.
Team A.
Oh my god, EXO, stop. Give them a chance. Don't kill them down like this when they're down. You're just beating a dead horse at this point. 3 and 9 on the scorecards, and Valor. What do you do? How do you bring this one back? Yeah, you got the cursed scoreline in your favor, but how much is the cursed scoreline gonna be helping you? It's 3 and 8.
They
And
definitely
Team
need to
EXO, they're
win
on their
lot.
own defense.
Yeah, they definitely need to win these first pistol rounds to get those momentum flowing. Because obviously 9-3, the curse is there, but you definitely need to have that momentum backing you up. And VL, if I was in their shoes, I would definitely be feeling down after that. This scoreline is definitely not what they are prepared with. Coming into the next pistol round, we're gonna see early recon coming in. That is actually, I mean, what are these lineups, man? I feel like a burden as a Sova main. Like, I'm one of those players who don't really learn lineup. I just make them on the fly. But yeah, that's the kind of information you're gonna have. But we do see Hunter with the first frag. Sidings eliminated. Blackhawk's going a bit on the aggressive for information, but won't be getting anything. VL, they're moving together as a unit. This could work out in their favor, or this could end up really badly. We never know, but they're looking to go for this C hit. We're gonna see Wimp spot out that drone. He should have some information. The Astro Stars are being placed as well, so he definitely should be giving the call out that this could be a C hit. He's gonna be catching Pasha Sile off guard. The trade is there from J. Okay, what a flick! He's gonna hit the double kill. Ghost is there to finish him off. Finally, he's Blackhawks late to the party.
Spike
But
planted.
For long,
I mean,
though, dude.
what was
Blackhawk.
the side take? Oh my
Dude,
god.
JN, those flicks are so good. These guys are gods when it comes down to the pistol rounds, man. It's always at these pistol rounds that Team Valor, they showcase their mettle. They know exactly how to take down their opposition. Aim game on point, purely relying on their strategic prowess to bring it all back. But right here and right now, the pistol round is going to be the thing that they get, but is it going to be the only thing that they're going to be able to find? Those to be in question. Now, it is going to be the eco for the side of the defenders. They could go in for a force buy, but when you consider Team EXO, they don't really go in for force buys on the defensive side. It only happens on the attack.
Indeed, we're gonna see VL going with the buy all Spectres full armor. They definitely want to get that round because they need as many rounds as that equalization in. And oh, good shot darts coming that will push Sightings out of position. Meanwhile, not Sightings, sorry, I think it was JN. I don't know what I'm saying, man. This match is taking a toll on me. Meanwhile, JN is pushed into the side. Blackhawk is actually gonna get a eco frag, but VL, Buster, Hunter, Buster, he's just popping off, busting heads left, right, and center, getting a triple kill. And it's all down to Ghost with the Puny Classic.
Spike planted.
He doesn't have any Astro utility left either. What can he do as he's going up heaven? It's just such a difficult scenario, and even if they win this round, can they equalize? Is there still a pretty decent gap in the scoreline? This is gonna be a buy round after this, so yeah, they might extend this, but yeah, no way Ghost is getting out of that angle. Pretty much signed the death sentence when he got in there. 9-5 the scoreline, buy round for EXO. Now this is a real hurdle for VL. Crossing this would mean the world to them. They can get closer to the 9-9 scoreline, but crossing it is no easy task.
At this point, what's the plan? They do have a full-on bonus. That's good. That's going to be the first thing that they can just lean back. But you're playing a bonus on a 5 and 9 scoreline. You're pretty much asking your opposition to take double digits on their side if you lose out here. 1 kill. 1 kill. If you go in solo at all in this situation, if there is no one to go in for a trade, it's done. And Excali, he could just be getting a freebie on towards JN, spots out his shoulder. He's going to be walking on away. But look at Team EXO. Look at how much information they have. A player is holding from C long. The C side is absolutely empty. Players are going to be holding mid, and they're going to be holding garage. The fact that there is one person on C long alone gives them a lot of information to work with. They can stack a site, and they can play every single angle here perfectly without any form of pressure. Team Valor, where is the pressure being created by you? Where is the utility being used on the other sidelines? One side is completely taken over by EXO. You're all stuck on mid now.
We also have garage control for now with the turret being placed. This is going to be such difficult positioning because I feel like the side of EXO, they're ready for it. JN is gassed up. He's not finding anything. Excali's going to find one and a second one with JN as well. Pasha's going to pick up the spike, but what can he do right now? He has to fall back 20 seconds after the clock. He has side room, has made his way back into C. Just spike Buster, but the trade is there. Wimp is in backside right now, and he pretty much is the only one who can deny the spike plan, and he will. 5-10 is the scoreline, and I gotta say, Side Dreams pushing up to C long. There is so much information. You also have players holding on to B, looking at mid, because mid is very open from the B side. You can see the window, you can see so much information, and you know that there's nobody there, so you have to bolster up that A side. And the information game just played beautifully there by EXO, and you can't be doing stuff like that if you're VL. Gotta create some pressure on all fronts so that you can keep the defensive side on their toes.
They're just breaking it forward slowly but surely here. They need to figure something right here and right now. Positionally, I do have to say that EXO, they're just way better when it comes down to those kind of fights. Blackhawk with the jiggles is going to be the one to survive Buster as well. Buster, he went in for a desperate attempt to try and go in for that kill. Not going to be able to survive that, but still GAN on the other side is going to be the one to take down Excali. That's going to be a crucial kill because now they have the site under their control. Excali playing it a little bit too overly aggressive, and this is kind of expected whenever you are playing a Sova though, because positionally as a Sova, you need to be much more further back. You need to be playing it a lot more defensively because you are required for an A-side retake, but it's completely fine. He's not an experienced Sova, and he's trying out something a little bit more different. He's playing quite well for what he is doing right here and right now, but still 4 versus 4 situation on the map. The retake's gonna be started on out. That's gonna be the first initial damage from Sai. Sai doesn't have a good weapon for this fight though, but still he's gonna be able to make it work. Blackhawk with a double kill as well on towards the back end, being able to shut down pretty much everyone, and now it's all up to Pasha. Pasha Sahil versus the entire world. Fuse comes on down through, and Ghost is gonna be the one to slap a bullet into his skull to finish it all off. 5 and 11 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen, and one more round away from match point. This is the beginning of the end. And Team Valor, they have no money to work.
How do they win that retake? They had so many players inside, and the retake was so simple. It was very one-dimensional. A flash, a dash from a jet, and they all just walk in, and we see all the frags going in their figures. iDream didn't even have a proper weapon. He had a Bulldog. And Bulldogs in close ranges are really difficult to use considering it's such a low fire rate weapon.
They go wolf.
Who let the dogs out indeed? But it's gonna be VL. They need to make something happen, and the gap's just gonna increase. They're gonna be going for a bit of a half buy. One Phantom in the hands of Bullet was brought down to 0 credits. I'm not sure if that's the best buy to go for. Oh, Buster finds a bit of an opening, but good utility coming up from Wimp. Realizes he might lose that gunfight, so he's gonna be using the utility to buy him some time. Meanwhile, Side Dreams again trying to push out that C-Long. Will be spawning the Sova that is Excal. He's gonna fall back right now, but Blackhawk with opener on.
Again, Blackhawk, how many times are you gonna be getting this kill on the Buster?
I mean, again, VL, they're just moving so one-dimensionally. They need to have more diversity in their play. They need to be more vertical in some cases because they're doing the same takes almost every time. The retake positionings are also very
static,
basic. Yeah, I mean, there are words many words you can define it with, like Jin holding on to this. It's a good positioning, but there's nobody to hold the crossfire with.
Oh my God, wait,
coming in, but Wimp. What?
Questionable.
Wait.
How did you get that kill on towards his face?
Okay.
Pasha.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's just. I just feel bad for him, man.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's all over. It's all over. Just try and survive now, man. But there's nothing that you can do, maybe. But nah. Right at the very end, they just slapped a couple of bullets that they needed to end everything. They're gonna be able to get everything done. They get the spike defuse as well. Nothing to really worry about. 5 and 12, and it's match point already. EXO. They're just gonna beat the dead horse and take away the candy as well here.
Yeah, they don't even have a proper economy. Their buys are gonna be all over the place. They can't afford to go rifles, but they might have to, sacrifice some utility, some armor. Depends on who takes what. But yeah, for now we're gonna see 3 rifles. A couple of specters for the side of VL. Meanwhile, Operator in hands of Sidereams, who's been popping off really well, he's not going crazy with it. But the frags that he's being, the duels that he is being provided with, he's winning those. And he's actually gathering very much useful information for his team. Like, he's holding on to this C-Long, and right now, no presence, not a single fly is there. So he now knows that there's nobody in C. Get ready in A and B, boys. But now him pushing up could be a little bit dangerous because we have a bunch of players rotating from A there. He has to use that dash. He cannot miss his first shot. He's going to go in for the B. Here's the Hunter Spirit. He gets one. I thought that was a collateral. Dashes away. Can he live? He will. 1 HP. He's still very much in harm's way though, and then one single spray from Jin will end him. Wimp is here trying to back up, but he's a little bit too late. Gets one, doesn't get the second. Jin with a quick trade. He's still very much alive in backside. Ghost is here from the rotation. Hunter Spirit comes in on from Excali. Won't deny, but gets the frag. Oh,
Beautiful!
Blackhawk.
Oh my god,
Great
Blackhawk, that could...
support, man.
Dude, that aftershock was so good. No, sorry, that fault line was beautiful. I don't even, not an aftershock. My mind is so flabbergasted. That was so much good utility usage. Trades are gonna be perfect as well. They bring it all back. They take it all home, man. This is how you end a match. The utility usage was so good. You can't make this up. EXO, what was this match?
I don't know, man.
Excali, the best initiator, best Sova in India. Is that what's gonna happen here after now?
Oh god, who knows, man? This could be the start of something very special. Blackhawk and the initiator. I thought Breach. Breach is a decent pick, obviously, but yeah, I didn't think that he'd have much value out of it, especially considering him switching all these agents to all of these best of 3 series. But he proved me wrong. That was a beautiful play from him. He definitely did some questionable stuff, but yeah, if I ever wanted a Breach on my team, I know who to look for right now after that matchup. It was absolutely insane, and I loved every bit of it. But yeah, it's going to be the side of EXO taking the dub. They're going to be beating VL in a 2-1 scoreline in the best of 3 series. And before we move any further, let's go back to the replays to actually have a proper analysis of the match to make sure we know what happened there to the very detail.
Starting off right off the get-go, let's start at the very beginning phases of this. Yeah, Team Valor, they took the pistol rounds, they brought it all back. And yeah, their pistols are absolutely incredible. This was consistent throughout all 3 games. But when it came down to the buy rounds, they just started falling apart in what sense? Once again, they are giving away a lot of individual 1v1s, especially on map number 3. In map number 1 and 2, it was a lot more different. They were taking a lot of close engagements. It was a really good fight from both of the squads. They were playing it really beautifully as well. But at the very last game, the terms that we use, apes are strong together, just did not exist at all in Team Valor's dictionary. They were just not playing as a team at all. They were going in solos, no crossfires being set up, no one was peeking off of one another. And you can see even in this round, JN and Bullet, they could have swung the same corner together, but instead they were looking at separate corners entirely, and they were just not expecting anything here. So many of these fights were isolated 1v1s and Team X, so they just picked them up one by one. Breach is there for that very reason. If they are able to find a person in an isolated 1v1, the Breach is going to set you up and serve you up on a silver platter pretty much. And right at the very end, that's exactly what happened. The beauty of the beauty in the way that they were able to execute every single piece of their utility. Team EXO, this is not something that we have seen from them. They are not a utility-based team, but today in this match, it feels like Excali on the Sova could have just been that missing piece that they needed. And I can't believe that I'm actually saying this, Excali on a Sova.
It's worked out, hasn't it? He's been actually really decent on the Sova, using those ultimates really well. And a little bit more time on that agent, I feel like he's going to be an unstoppable force to be reckoned with. Because obviously, switching up those agents, it's going to be really difficult. I feel like they haven't really played on this that much, but a little bit more time, this could be really good for them. As obviously on the Breach, Blackhawk, he's been phenomenal. And I loved how they played based on the utility, because the Haven might be a different sort of style for them. They might be a little bit more utility dependent on this map, but you never know, because it's still very much a new agent selection for them, a new agent picks for some of these players. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them find so much more success, because even though they played some really, really, one-dimensional strats, sometimes like that retake just happen right there on the replay. it didn't feel very creative. It didn't feel very diverse, but it worked out. The utility, the gunplay is there. It helped them out win that, and they won so many rounds just like that. So who knows? This could be a new EXO that we're looking at right here.
So they've gone far and beyond any of our expectations, and they've brought something incredible here in this match. But Team Valor, they could have done so much more. It's kind of a sad story in general. Both of these squads, they are absolute incredible teams, and they're constantly improving. But Team Valor, they still haven't improved as much as Team EXO, who have been experimenting with their different strategies. They've already mastered all of the strats that they are known for, and now they're switching things up. They're trying something a little bit more spicy, and I didn't think the spicy thing would be this good. You know, whenever you do that hot challenge, like Hot Wings challenge, with a couple of your friends by going to places like Chilox, this is kind of what it feels like. Like, you didn't think that the chicken would be this good. It would be really spicy. You're going to be burning up, but after you taste it, it's incredible. And this is what it feels like to watch this match. Beautiful plays from the side of Team EXO and Team Valor. They both played it admirably, but right at the very end, Team EXO, with their ingenuity, were able to throw Valor into a loop. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that we have for you for today. This was an incredible best-of-3 set. Both of these squads, they played their hearts out. And right at the very end, it was Team EXO being able to take it all away. But, hey, before we do sign on off, there's one more call-out that I'm going to be given. And you know what's up? It's going to be the Amazon Great Indian Festival sale. I've been telling you about this over and over again throughout the entire day. I'm not going to be messing you around for way too long. Make sure to check out all of the links down below in the description. See what suits your fancy for your next big upgrade. But for now, it's going to be your boy Aggressive, joined by Kirito, signing on off. Thank you all for stopping by. And we're going to be signing on off with the Amazon Great Indian Festival Championship. And we're going to be back with you tomorrow with a lot more games and a lot more action on the esports.
Bye.